No, I got you on this one, Coach. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The fanatic. But we keep it 100, keep it real. That's the only way we know how to be. Talking that sports talk. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of South Carolina, upstate, A64. Yeah. The FANATTIC, the fanatic where we keep it OG. We talking sports, so I call what I see. I love the fans like they part of my team. I love the fans like they part of my team. Come rock with me. We got it jumping like it's that valley. I call my dogs out the pound, let's go eat. Turn on the fanatic, let's have a debate. Who really hold down the Southeast from state to state? What team hungry gon' eat everything up off they plate? Who the next one that's really gon' step up and be great? Yeah, the FANATTIC, the fanatic where we keep it OG. We talking sports, so I call what I see. I love the fans like they part of my team. Yeah, part of my team. I love the fans like they part of my team. Part of my team. I love the fans like they part of my team. Yeah. Don't forget to smash that like button. Comment, subscribe, all that. The fanatic. Yeah. No, I got you on this one, Coach. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Bryce Young in the second half for the win.
Welcome into the Fanatic Sports Channel for sports fans by sports fans. It's your boy Coach I. Hey man, we coming to you from the G Theater today, man. Hey, the Dogs is in a tight battle, as y'all can see. I'm pretty sure y'all watching, man. This is what I've been talking about, man. When you don't stay focused against the Kent States and the Sanfords, then you come out and you ain't focused against the Mizzou. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Kobe Bryant said it best, man. You don't wake up and choose to be great. You great every single day. You got to be great every single day, man. But without further ado, man, let's bring in our guest, man. We got my guy, college football with Jonathan Lewis. What's going on, Jonathan?
Mourning the loss of Bryce Young, bro.
Hey, listen, it's getting real out here, man. Let me get my guy, Shawty Parker. Hey, it's crazy. What's going on, Shawty, wide receiver from UGA? What's going on, Shawty?
What's going on, gentlemen? Happy to hear.
Hey.
Good to be here, man.
Hey, man, it's crazy. Listen, Shawty, this is what we've been talking about, man. You can't be focused when you want to, dog. You got to be focused all the time. Now we in the dog fight. You know what I'm saying?
Man, this offensive line is just, oh my goodness, man.
This is what when I bring it up on the show, some of the fellas, they just be like, it's good. We do what we do when we do what we do. Dog, you got to be focused. You got to be elite all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to do it. And then today, y'all lost Bryce. Oh, but old boy played good, though.
Jalen Milroe did his thing, but it's a big adjustment. And, bro, as of right now, they said sprained shoulder. That's not an official diagnosis, right? But what they're saying, the reports are saying, is LSU is when he'll be back, which is around 6 weeks. We have a lot of games coming up. But Jalen Milroe, he did look impressive at times, and at times he looks like the guy that's, he's a redshirt freshman.
Hey, he fast as hell though.
Dude, I didn't realize how fast he was until that 77-yard run, and I'm like, this dude has wheels on him.
He was running so fast, I actually thought it was Jahmyr Gibbs, dog. I was like, damn, he fast as hell.
Yeah.
Look, we about to get another field goal. Look at field goal,
like
dog.
We pressing, man. We pressing.
That's what happened. That's what happened when you let him get out on the big league. You know what I'm saying? Stetson throwing the ball high, Todd Monken calling all these bunch plays instead of spreading the formations out. And our offensive line, like you said, Shawty, we ain't been able to block. We can't even be a block cheese, man. Goddamn.
Yeah, their front seven's getting through, man. This game.
Yeah,
they're moving. They're moving.
Yeah, the commentator said one of the dudes need to be charged rent. He been in the backfield so much.
It's amazing how poorly the offensive line is playing. I just can't
This is what I'm saying though. But we've been saying like in the Oregon game, we kind of like I said, we always like pass block. We was good, but even we ain't even doing that good tonight. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying, in the Sanford game, the Kent State game, we ain't been able to push people off the ball. And the one time we push people off the ball and get to the second level, Kendall
You
Miller have a
fumble.
big run, then at the
You
end
fumble.
fumble. Like,
Right.
God damn, bro. Hey,
Bro,
anybody can be beat.
when's the last time we saw this much parity in college football?
I don't know. I really don't know. I would have to go back to like shit, the late 90s, let me tell it.
Like, I really don't know. Like, I don't even know, man.
Dog, hey, we missing AD Mitchell, man. On them third
Oh yeah,
downs.
yeah. I sent that out earlier, man. His presence is greatly missed.
Yeah, and then I get what Kirby trying to do with Arian Smith. Arian Smith is healthy, but they're not trying to press him and send him deep. But we might need to. How about Oklahoma getting the crap beat out of them?
Hey, you know, this is what happens when you get too high on that horse sometimes.
He gonna be a good DC for somebody in probably about 2 more years.
Oh my gosh.
Shorty, you say Venables ain't gonna make it, dog?
So Oklahoma got some problem, man.
They got big problems.
So I didn't get to see the game, but my homeboy told me they was the problems before Dylan Gabriel got hurt. I mean, he got hurt, so
He was overthrowing. I watched the whole game. He had a lot of overthrows in that game before he got hurt. And the fact of the matter is, it had nothing to do with the offense.
yeah.
It's couldn't stop nothing.
I was about to say in the
stop nobody though, man.
that's crazy, but like in the second half, what's the dude's name? He's just running straight through the middle, dog. Like they wasn't even trying to hide it.
You know what's funny is Lincoln Riley is still in Oklahoma's head, and the offensive coordinator for TCU was Garrett Riley, Lincoln Riley's younger brother.
Ah, see, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Lincoln Riley, his younger brother is the OC for TCU. And it's like,
Man,
bro,
listen, TCU was putting up points on them dudes, boy. Then you got Michigan kind of struggled a little bit with Iowa, even though Iowa ain't that good. It's like Iowa played them good. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's they nemesis or whatever. Iowa kind of played them real good. I got the Clemson game on. Clemson up 20-13 on NC State.
That's why he ain't gonna be there that long, because he's supposed to be a defensive guy, and Oklahoma still ain't gonna be able to stop nobody.
That's right. That's right. Why you think that is though? It's because he's still trying to filter out the Riley guy.
I just think it's the type of football they play up there.
yeah,
That's why I say, you know, how do you play against teams that throw the ball all the time, and your own team throw the ball, and you still can't stop nobody?
get in for pass interference.
Yep. Hey, Lassiter been targeted a lot tonight, by the way.
Hey, but he been picked on the last few games, man.
Who's that?
Yeah. Lassiter number 3 for our corner number 3.
Oh, okay.
He a redshirt freshman. Yeah, he been picked on a lot, dog. And
but that's expected, because you know they weren't gonna go at Ringo.
Yeah, Ringo just got the pass interference though. How about this? How about Auburn showing up to play hard against LSU though? Like
no, that ball wasn't even catchable.
I know.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking. Shouldn't have been PI.
But this is what I'm saying, Shawty. This is what happens when you let teams hang around. Then calls start going their way. You know what I'm saying? The refs start. Let me tell it. The refs, they want to see a good game too. Yeah.
They give a pat on the butt.
But you're not playing complimentary football either. Your offense is not even helping your defense out. You got to play complimentary football too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he engaged. I see what.
Dude.
Yeah. Hey, so LSU just is 21-17. LSU over Auburn. Auburn's jumped out to a 17-0 lead.
What about the $100 million man, Jimbo, losing again to Mississippi
Bruh.
State?
But haven't all three of us been saying this though, like that Jimbo really haven't done anything now. But Shawty, you put in the group chat that he ain't going. You said they ain't even really gonna bat an eye that he lost today.
I mean, you lost to App State. Ain't nobody say nothing.
You right. You right.
That's I say anybody else would have been crucified with the recruiting and the resources that you have. Come on, man. All the money they paying you.
Dude, Ty brought up a good point today. We were doing a live stream, and he said he doesn't believe there's a line in the sand for Jimbo. That he'll just get away with anything he wants to.
I think at some point they just let him do whatever because they don't want to be wrong. They paid. He was the first guy to be making them $10 million a year, and they don't want to be wrong. I think that's what it is.
Well,
But at some point, you got to realize what it is.
they're just not a good team, bro.
They're not a good team, and it don't help that they lost their best wide receiver.
You see what they just pulled out they had, man. Come on. See, now you get too fans. That's what I'm saying. You doing too much, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Listen. Oh, he missed it. How about Pitt is in a dog fight with Georgia Tech? Georgia Tech is up 9-7 with Pitt, dog. No, Georgia Tech ain't good, and they lost their coach, and they up 2 on Pitt right now. That's what I'm saying, man. These kids, this is what's problem with social media, man. You start reading your own press clip and see back when y'all played. If y'all didn't get the newspaper, you ain't really find out nothing. You know what I'm saying? You get to get all your praise now.
I mean, we ain't have social media like now, but it wasn't,
That was it.
Still had access to information.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, everywhere you turn right now, you get praise everywhere you go.
Yep.
Yeah,
And they got that access. NC State, I don't know what's going on with them. They started out real good. Now they can't move damn ball on Clemson. Bruh, Florida. Go ahead.
I never believed in them.
Uh-oh.
Believed in them anyway, man.
Yeah. Did you watch that Florida State game, Justin?
Yeah, Hartman's the real deal, man.
But tell me this: it's 28-7. Florida State scores. You don't trust your field goal kicker to kick an extra point, Justin?
Bro, come on. Come on.
That's what I'm saying. An extra point, though, Jonathan.
That game today has been. I'll be honest with you, it's been all over the place. So I watched what's called the condensed 45-minute version of that game.
Okay.
The big one, Utah did work to Oregon State.
Their quarterback got hurt in the USC game too. But I told USCJ, I said Utah is different in them trenches, man. Ain't no other Pac team like them in the trenches. He don't want to believe me, man.
Okay, I'll be honest. You know how much like Oklahoma's in USC's head, dude.
Yeah.
USC, like all these USC fans are making Oklahoma videos.
That's crazy,
bro. How are you USC channels? You go through their feeds, it's all USC, and then all of a sudden you start seeing Oklahoma videos because Oklahoma's losing. Like,
yeah.
This works on both sides at this point. They got to get over each. It's like a bad marriage between these two fans.
I'm sticking with my preseason pick of Utah for the Pac-12 because Utah got the trenches, man. And I think even though Oregon State quarterback was hurt, they put the work on them, dude. What was it, 42-17 or something like that?
Dude, yeah. And Caleb Williams couldn't do nothing against Oregon State.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That man,
it's getting crazy out here, dog.
Yeah, it really
I tell
is.
you what, I wouldn't be surprised if you have a bunch of one-loss teams in the playoffs this year.
I think everybody gonna be one loss except for maybe if we can come out tonight. I think you would think if we have 3 games like this, we're gonna get woke up.
You would think.
You would think.
Yeah. Man, that line been playing bad all year.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't think Ohio State gonna lose. I don't think Michigan on their level.
I don't think so, but at the same
that was a dumb play. See, this is why Missouri is Missouri. Like, that's a bad play call right there.
That's what I was saying in the last series. Like, why are you doing too much, man? Like, why are you calling all these? You pulling out trick plays like that, man? Come on.
But this is why the elite are who they are. You know what I'm saying? Because people nut up. You know what I'm saying? Like Arkansas got the dude. Y'all fumble the punt, and then they go in, and then It's just like they can't stay focused. You know what I'm saying?
That
I
man
didn't
got
realize
what?
something. Where's that guy at?
He's
Oh,
out.
the braid. No,
Braves.
the braid's on. If the braid's on, dog, he
Oh,
he gone. Yeah, it's all the way gone for him. He say he gonna get on after. He say he love college football, but he love baseball. But Missouri just hit another field goal, dog.
Yeah, that's a boot. That dude's got a leg
If
on him.
we can't score no touchdown, we're gonna take that L. We got to get a touchdown at some point.
Dude,
So, Jonathan, how you feeling going forward? Cause let's say Bryce is hurt like 3-4
oh,
weeks. What you
I'm
thinking?
worried. I'm worried. I'm worried against that Tennessee team. You know,
Because y'all got Tennessee in 2 weeks.
yeah.
we
You're
got
gonna have to
them.
be able to score points against them.
Like Jalen can score points. He can put up. He ain't gonna put up Bryce points, but I think I would be more worried if Tennessee had a defense.
Which
I
they
think-
don't.
Which they don't. Like every
They don't.
team we're playing has a fault, and most of the time the faults are kind of favoring us. Texas A&M's defense is actually kind of decent typically, but what they struggle against is an athletic quarterback this year. They can't move east to west, right? So, and Jalen Milroe is, I don't know if you saw how fast that dude is. That man can move. So I think that's going to favor us. Obviously, Tennessee. They said supposedly he'll be back by LSU, which means we'll have LSU, Ole Miss, and that's worst case scenario as well. So
Yeah.
I think another big one that's going to be overlooked is us losing Branch today as well.
What happened to him?
He's had this lingering shoulder issue all season, and
Okay.
it just keeps coming back. And supposedly it was more serious today. So whether it's a game or 3 games, I don't know, but
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a bigger issue as well. So it's one of those things to where I feel, what in the world? I feel confident that we can run through this without Bryce up to the LSU, but I don't feel confident that we win a national championship. You know what I mean? Like I really
Yeah.
don't.
It's one thing to get through the West. It's another to win a natty without your
Yeah.
quarterback.
Or put Jalen Milroe, redshirt freshman, in the spotlight in the SEC championship game. That's a whole different ball game. You know what I mean? Like that's facing Georgia's defense versus Tennessee. You know, yeah.
Well, this is the thing. Our offense is so out of whack right now. Like we can't block nobody. Apparently, they like Stetson can't get no time to throw the ball. They doing corner blitzes and we can't pick it up. They stunting, we can't pick it up. This is at some
It's
point.
hard to watch, man.
Listen, at some point, this is that rotation of the offensive line. At some point, you just got to settle on 5 and go with it.
Yeah, that's what we did today. Finally.
Let's go, Kenny. Let's go, Kenny. That's what, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, it's just like basketball, man. Sometimes you got to get a time to gel with each other. And if you keep rotating, it's good to build depth. It is, but you got to settle on 5 at some point. We 5 games in. Let's settle on 5 people and let's just roll with it. If somebody weak, let's roll the play away from them. You know what I'm saying? Like at some point, you just got to settle on somebody.
Yeah, we did that today. First quarter, we rotated right through his hands. I think I'm a little bit ahead of you guys. Damn. Who's Kate Jackson?
Kyrus.
He straight up dropped a pass.
Well, that's been happening a lot.
Yeah, well, us too. Trust me. Like this year's.
Oh, God.
You see what I mean? Oh, it was tipped though.
It was a little bit behind them too when they got tipped. Yeah.
It was
Clemson just got a pick. Clemson just got a pick. It was tip drill. Tip drill. NC State might be done. It's on. Clemson got the momentum. LSU got the ball 21-17, 7 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. They look like they on the point.
They are getting to Stetson.
Dog,
like
Georgia Tech got the ball back and it's 9-7 with 5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Pitt need to wake up.
Dude, who's you guys' right guard? This dude is getting smoked.
Tate Ratliff. Well, it all depends. It's Tate Ratliff or it's Warren Erickson, and then the right tackle is either Warren McClendon or it's Amarius Mills. It's like they keep switching them in and out. Like I say, you can't gel.
Damn, Darnell got hit.
Man, like I was finna say, if that was somebody else, they probably threw a flag or something. Jack so big.
Thank you. I used to tell referees this in basketball. Like, man, just because my kid bigger than the other kids don't mean they not getting fouled, though. All right, we got another guest. Hold on, we got another guest.
If that would have been a regular size tight end or player, they probably would have got a flag.
Stat guy, you still watching the game, Braves? What's the score of the Braves game?
Braves went final 4-2. They're up a game, 4 to play. They get the sweep tomorrow, and it's all but over.
That's right, baby.
Did Aaron Judge hit 62 today?
No, he didn't. Hey, Jonathan, they walked him every time he came up to bat.
Seriously?
Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm not gonna be the pitcher to give you the record-breaking home run. I'm walking you. I don't care. I'm walking you.
Listen, all I'm saying, that make you famous too.
Yeah, you're right.
In a bad way, though, Stan.
I mean, listen, if you ain't got nothing else going for your career, why not?
You saying
you're right. You're right.
Just give it up.
And when you think about him, you gotta think about me.
True.
When you do a documentary, I'm gonna get a check too.
Yeah, you kind of.
I ain't thinking about it like that, man. I ain't even thinking about it like that. Hey, did y'all watch the Kentucky Ole Miss game?
I watched bits and pieces of it.
Dog, if the quarterback don't fumble 2 times,
man, Kentucky did all they could to lose that game.
Yep.
I feel like they was better than Ole Miss, dog.
All I'm saying, Kentucky is very beatable.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. I don't know if y'all gonna
everybody look beatable right now, though. To be honest.
Exactly.
What y'all score, Isaiah?
Y'all
still down 19-12?
No, 22-12, and we on the 1, 2, 3 yard line. We need this touchdown right here, boy.
Well, it ain't happening.
We need this touchdown right here.
Don't get beat by Mizzou.
God.
I hope you like field goals.
Offensive line, man. They just
Offensive line gets no push, bro. None at all.
Yeah, I thought Missouri was overloading the line, and they're not. The front four are pushing back. Like
we listen. This is I said it after the Oregon game. We're going for it.
You gotta go for it.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm a little bit behind because I got the ESPN. I got the ESPN app on.
Man, I need you to stretch.
Hey, he got the first down, dog. He got the first down. That's all.
But I want that. I need you to be hungry. You that close to the end zone. You supposed to smell it, man. I need a little bit more fight.
Fact.
Smell the salt before he goes to the. Till he goes to the huddle. Hit that smelling salt.
Jonathan, Isaiah, I don't know if y'all talked about it yet. Jonathan, you were nervous when they cut it to 28-23?
Oh, I was nervous even when I knew we were. Oh, I thought okay, never mind. I was nervous the entire. I'm nervous now. Not knowing how healthy Bryce Young is makes me nervous. Period.
You know what though? What was good was the fact that he wasn't in a sling.
Yeah, I know. That's why I think it's just a sprain. But it sucks either way.
Who y'all got next week?
We got next week. We got
next week don't matter. Next week it ain't about next week. It's about 2 weeks from now. Yeah. Y'all gonna beat A&M regardless of who play quarterback.
Yeah, no, we got.
I've been telling people A&M is overrated, though.
How about my Rock Hawk Jayhawks? My fight in Kansas. I'm telling you, I'm calling it right now. College game day at Kansas next week. Them and TCU in town. It's happening.
Dude,
they need to.
How about Stat Guy? You held up your end of the bet, my friend.
Hey, Thad, he held up his end, dog, but I ain't in the computer. That's where the video at. We'll play it though, but I'm on. Listen, the dog's on in the damn tight one. I had to stay in the theater today.
Hey, Thad, I was in the comment section on Tuesday. I kept being like, "Yo, Isaiah, play the damn video."
I told him, I say, Thad, save it this Saturday, man. But I figured we wasn't gonna be. This is what happens. Even I was thinking it was gonna be. The game was gonna be in hand. I could go down to the office.
Yeah, nah. Was 44-10.
Hey, I'm pretty sure everybody. I picked them in the office pool in the college pick 'em. I'll never pick Georgia to cover the spread. That might be the problem. I shouldn't have picked them to cover the spread.
See, every time I pick Alabama to cover a spread when I'm gambling, they're a terrible team to pick on the spread.
That's facts.
Yeah,
That's
because they
facts.
spreads be so damn big.
Yeah, they act
That's
like 75 points or something. It's like, what the hell? Not really, but it's ridiculous.
Yeah, man. So I don't know, man. College football is wide open. Michigan State can't get it together. They lost again today after losing last week.
I told you, listen, Michigan State like Arkansas. I don't know what y'all think that man was selling. I don't know.
Hey, where's Marlon at? Marlon said he was going to be on here.
He said he was, dog. Let me see where he sent me some videos at the beginning of the game. Shawty say, man, Marlon by way, head on back to the house, man.
Hey, Purdue knocked off Minnesota today.
Yeah.
Listen, that was too many points. 13 points is too many points in the Big Ten West.
No,
I knew that was coming.
I ain't even worried about the spread. I'm worried about the fact that, damn, hey, lay an egg to Purdue, Minnesota. You got to win that. You're trying to win the West. You can't be losing to Purdue.
Let me send Hall. While he ain't hit me up, I'm just going to send him the link, see if he jump on.
Okie State's still undefeated.
Yeah. Hey, they can score. I listen. At some point, Spencer Sanders had to stop throwing interceptions against Baylor, right?
He still threw one, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but last year he had 2 games against them. He had 12 interceptions last year. 7 of them came against Baylor.
He's the second quarterback in NCAA history to have 10 interceptions against one team.
Oh
That's
my
crazy.
gosh. That's definitely not a good stat.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Penn State still undefeated?
Bruh, Penn State played in a monsoon today, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Dude, it looked like a literal hurricane.
It did.
They still had 220 yards rushing.
So, y'all got A&M next week. A&M don't have Aeneas Williams. They really listen. Outside of A-Chain, they offense really ain't got a lot.
They can't score points, man. AM can't score points, man.
I need y'all to go ahead and him up next week for me.
Jimbo supposed to be a quarterback guru, don't he? Don't he supposed to be the quarterback guy?
Like a whisperer or something like that.
Come on, man.
Listen, the line gonna be like 17-21 for real.
It is. Well, I don't know. It depends.
I don't know. You with the quarterback out
with Jalen Milroe starting, it's gonna be. I don't know.
Didn't y'all listen? And the fact that y'all still won by like 21 today, and Texas A&M got blasted by Mississippi State. I think the combination of the two. Yeah, I think
we had 317 yards rushing.
Bruh. Jahmyr Gibbs had like 180 on two.
Two of them. Yeah, he had over 200 yards for the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had 2 70+ yard runs within, I think it was a minute and 50 seconds of each other.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, that man just said, "Hand me the ball," and move the hell out of the way.
He the one kept putting the game away.
Yeah.
Hey, K-State beat Texas Tech. So right now, the state of Kansas is undefeated in the Big 12.
Yep.
Hey,
man, did you see that?
He ran right by the top.
Isaiah, next week for the first time since 1998, the Red River shootout will be an unranked matchup.
How sad is that?
Crazy. That's crazy.
You love to see that. Bump them.
That is.
Bring those free victories to the SEC. Can't wait. Thank you.
Free victories. I don't know about for South Carolina.
For South Carolina. You're not gonna talk trash about my Gamecocks.
Man.
I know y'all just came off that great victory against South Carolina State.
Hey baby, back-to-back 50 burgers. That's all I can hear. Back-to-back 50 burgers.
Well,
we're an offensive juggernaut.
They won their conference last year, South Carolina State, and they beat Jackson State.
Yeah, they beat them down. They didn't just beat them; they beat them down.
They won the HBCU championship.
Yeah. We need to stop right here, dog.
Gotta stop the bleed, man.
Boom.
Come on, make a play. Gotta make a play.
Good play. Starks. Damn, Keely keep letting people get on the inside of him. What's going on? Keelan, hey, this is a problem when you're a prime corner and they don't throw at you because you don't get no practice.
Yep.
Well,
So
he
when
got
they
inside help, so that's why he playing outside leverage.
He
He
got
got
the
inside help.
shade.
I see what you're saying.
All right. I'll get back on here in a little while, guys. I'm gonna go eat real quick. I haven't eaten dinner yet,
All right.
so I'll hit you back up a little bit later.
All right, we should still be on, man. Yeah, we should still be on.
Oh
I'll
my
put you on that. Let me
goodness,
put
he
this.
bodied that man up just then.
Yeah,
He just bodied that man up just then.
bruh, it's a flag. Who the flag? Y'all probably ahead of me, man.
He caught it anyway. It ain't gonna matter.
Oh, it was a person pass interference.
Uh-oh. Was that on the offense defense? Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
Okay.
against
Yeah,
the offense, baby. Let's go.
okay.
Hey, whatever. Hey, we just trying to survive in advance, baby. That's all.
I'm just listen. I'm happy they let her hang around. That's what I'm saying. I just want to
That-
squeak it out. I don't give a damn about 1 point.
No, at this point, what you say last year, Thad? All you gotta do is win by one.
Yeah. I count the W's and L's.
I tell you, the refs are hosing NC State.
I see it, man. They've been clowning, man. NC State been kind of clowning too, though, Stat guy.
But I know, but still, 2 fumbles that they didn't even review. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I guess those Florida State dreams over too, huh?
Yeah, that was.
Well, I mean, actually, you think about it in the ACC, technically it's still wide. If they can beat Clemson, then everything's wide open.
They ain't gonna beat Clemson.
No, I don't think so either. But I think they was counting on NC State to beat Clemson tonight, though.
Man, I tell you what, UCLA looked damn good yesterday.
Bruh, I think UCLA said they got a little something for USC this year, though.
They're aggressive on defense. They're opportunistic on defense, and their offense, man, is Chip Kelly finally got an offense doing what he likes to do. A bunch of quick hitters, and athletes be athletes.
UCLA got a transfer wide receiver, last name Bobo, from Duke, who led the ACC in receptions last year. And Duke can't be checked one-on-one. Like, for real. I'm watching the game, and nobody can check this dude one-on-one. I'm like, how this guy end up at Duke and not somewhere bigger and then transfer to UCLA?
White guy.
Yes.
He had good grades.
One thing I think both of those schools are very hard academic schools. So clearly it's not really about football for him.
I can see that. But if you watching that, I know you probably watched the game last night. You watch this dude. This dude literally, you remember how we talked last year, we say some people can't play at bigger schools. Like, this dude can play at any school. It ain't even like, it ain't no fluke in that. This dude can play at any school.
So speaking of that, that's why I wish Hall while I was on here, because just like I talked about South Carolina safety number 36, let me tell you something. Number 2 for Arkansas could not play for us. And they realized that after he gave up them 2 touchdowns, he ain't played no more. I don't even know how he was. His technique was so poor. I don't even realize how he got the starting job, bro.
Because they starters, they got 2 starters in that secondary that's hurt right now. That's why.
Isaiah.
Yeah.
Isaiah, that Jake Bobo, he's from Massachusetts, but went to a small private school in North Carolina, and then went to Duke. Guarantee you he had a 4.9 or 5.0 coming out of high school.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
If
For
he
sure.
went to Duke and UCLA, don't say it's about academics for him. He just happened to be able to play football.
Yeah.
Hey, Thad, he looks like, if you see him out of pads, he looks like a frat boy. He looks like dad drives a railroad.
Hey, but he like 6'4" though, and I'm telling you, when I say that boy got hands, boy, it's ridiculous, dog. Like
6'4", 225. He built like that.
Oh, he got body.
Yeah, he for real. And that last night, Dorian Thompson-Robinson was playing like the hype when he came out of high school. Like, he was like talking trash. He looked confident. I was like, that's all they needed.
Mm-hmm. That's why I say it feels like he's finally comfortable in Chip's offense, and because when he first came out, they talked about him being dual threat, but he actually is a good passer, and now he's running when he needs to run, and running when it's opportunistic instead of just as soon as he feels like the pocket collapse, he takes off. Now he's stepping up into the pocket and making throws.
Yeah. All right, Chad. It's time for them Jimmys and Joes we
Hey,
always talk
know what
about
I'm
to
saying?
step
Man, I
up
was
and
just
make
about to
plays,
say
man.
that. I wonder if Lad done lost some confidence.
Bruh. It look crazy out there. That's what I'm talking about, Todd Monkey. Spread the field. That's all I'm asking for. That's all I've been asking for all night is to spread the field. Woo, give him some, Kenny. Kenny say, what's up? And Kenny almost
And
didn't make the trip.
I'm gonna tell you what too, man. What's my boy? Not McIntosh, but
Kenny Milton.
Mills. Hey man, he ain't got the best vision, man. Like when he get, I don't know, man. He ain't got the best vision, bro. He's a
I
great
told you.
athlete, but his
Yes.
vision is not good.
Hey, my guy Sean Holiday in here. He said Oklahoma State validated. That's right, Sean. Oklahoma State is my fourth pick for the playoffs, man. And they
Yeah.
offense is clicking. They offense is clicking. You feel me? Like, I don't know if nobody in the Big 12 gonna be able to stop Oklahoma State offense for real, for real. Now
But the
Kansas
thing
and
is, they
Kansas
can't
State.
stop nobody. That'd be their problem.
That's what I was just about to say. Kansas and Kansas State can score too. So it's crazy. We about to talk and listen, man. Like this about to really come out my mouth. Like Kansas or Kansas State might be playing for the Big 12 championship, dog. Like real talk.
Hey, one thing I'm happy about, I called it in our Big 12 preview when we were talking about, or no, the 5 games from the Big 12 we were looking forward to. Oklahoma State, Baylor. If you score 36, you win that football game.
You said
Hey
it. You
man, look
said it.
like we trying to get him a little rhythm here, man.
Hey, I'll be so glad when AD Mitchell get back healthy, bro. Hey, this show right here, difference between really good wide receivers and elite wide receivers. You feel me? Like I feel like you say, I think Ladd might have lost a little confidence or something because he dropped a wide open pass in the second quarter when we was driving. Like I'm like, what's
Yeah.
going on with Ladd right now, man?
And he ain't had but 2 targets.
Well, now, hey, so as a receiver, if the quarterback come to you and say, "Hey, man, don't worry about it. We still good, all that stuff," but he don't throw it to you, do that affect you? That
I mean, I'm gonna say not really because I ain't never really just. Well, I can't. I ain't. I'm gonna say that I just don't never think the quarterback take it personal like that. You got to run the offense. Because if I'm open and you ain't throwing it, the eye in the sky ain't gonna lie. So you're gonna
I
get
got you.
chewed out anyway. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why number one done got so many targets tonight, and he ain't get no separation, but he keep throwing it to him for some reason. I guess I don't know if he the priority receiver on that or what.
Yeah. Hey, hold on, man. My headphones down. Plug in.
Oh, that's a holding, right? They should have been a holding on Brock, but they ain't call it. We'll take it. Hey man, we need to get a touchdown too. No more field goal
Yeah,
right here.
yeah. We need a touchdown right here, dog. Like for real, for real.
Ooh.
Hey, you ahead of me.
Mm.
That damn Brock Bowers, man.
I'm just saying, I thought that was a pick 6. You ain't see the guy fly by? I thought that was a pick 6.
Hey, Sean. So Sean said he love to see KU get that bag, man. Hey, what you thinking for that when Kansas? Don't Kansas have to play Oklahoma State? I think Kansas might have a little something for everybody because the thing is, Kansas can score now.
Oklahoma's ain't too good on offense, man.
But
I
you
don't know.
said they can't stop
Kansas
nobody.
has a lockdown cornerback though.
But this is the thing though. You said they can't stop nobody. So what if Kansas can go touchdown for touchdown?
I don't think their offense is as good as them.
I got you. I
But it
mean,
doesn't
so
have to be
far
as
ain't
good as
nobody.
State. It just has to be better than their defense.
I mean, tomato.
That's
I mean, I get what you're saying. You just said it a different way. Same
Hey,
thing, but I
so
get it.
LSU about to win 21-17. Auburn started out 17-0. And LSU rolled out 21 straight. The over was 44. I told my homeboy, he was here earlier. I said, don't touch the game because it's going to be 21-17. Because Auburn looked up and scored some touchdowns early. But that West, man, listen. I know Ole Miss beat Kentucky today, but the West don't look the same, dog. It just don't look the same.
But what you gonna say about the East? That they number 2 team just basically beat our number 2 team.
I mean, you're right. You're right. I can't. Hey, listen, it's W's and L's, right? W's and L's.
Right.
Unless Tennessee number 2 team.
I was about to say, but that we also agree that the Tennessee-Kentucky game
flip-flop
is going to decide who the second in the East is.
Right, no doubt.
All right, Sean say he think Okie State defense is young in the secondary. They're improving. D-line is lights out. That's a fact. Their front four can play. They back end is definitely the problem. Kendall Daniels, freshman safety. Yeah. Hey, Oklahoma State got a front four. Go ahead, Dad.
So I often say, let me ask you this now. We was, last week, we was talking about how the votes and stuff go. I think we got 55 first place votes.
Yeah.
Now, even if we come out to the ranking this past, we just say if we win, we might still be number 1. It just might be real close.
Now, let me ask you, because
Alabama lost their quarterback.
Yeah, I know you look at the numbers. Like I look at the polls, but you looked at the votes because you hit me on.
You gotta look at the votes. Yeah, you gotta look at the votes.
Yeah, but that's what I was going to ask you. So this past week, when we were still number 1, how many votes did we get?
That was saying we had 55. The week before that, we had 59. That's what I was like. How we gonna lose? We had 59 out of 64 votes for number 1.
Okay.
That's why I know we weren't gonna fall down. But this past week we had 55. So Bama had, I think, 6.
And there's only like what 60. There's only like what 64 votes, right?
I think it's 64 votes.
Yeah. So this week I think we'll have like either 40, anywhere from 47 to 50.
Right.
Because I think people still, I mean, like I say, I think
it might be tighter. We might have less than that. It just ain't gonna be no big disparity.
Yeah, this is the thing. We kind of in the slump right now. But the good thing about being in the slump, we playing Mizzou, then we follow that up with Auburn, then we follow that up with Vandy. We got to get out the slump before we play out Florida. Listen, I don't think Florida. But you would think the way the schedule is set up that. I mean, it's set up for you to work out the kinks with the next few games you got coming up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, hey, Sean Holiday, man, let me know who you're a fan of, man. Like you know a little bit about college football, man. Who you a fan of, dog? I know you're talking Big 12. Are you a Big 12 fan or what's going on with that? Stat guy.
Hey,
for that?
Real quick. They did. College Game Day announced it. They heading to Lawrence next week.
You got to. It's 2 undefeated Big 12 teams. When the last time you had that in week 6?
Right. But what are you about to ask me?
I was going to say, y'all get a bye week next week, then y'all take Texas A&M, right?
No, Kentucky next week, bye, then A&M.
Ooh. How you feeling going into that Kentucky game, though?
Sound like 2 more losses.
Shit. Miss me with that, Thad. Hey, I called it in March that we were beating A&M when everybody thought they were the 4th best team in the country. So, and I'm standing by that. We're gonna roll A&M. But look, Kentucky is beatable. But I tell you one thing, they sure ran the ball a hell of a lot better than the 82 yards a game they've been averaging without Chris Rodriguez. That dude.
I said that though. Hey, but this is the thing that we didn't take into. Also, we didn't take into the fact that Cavatier Smoke didn't play today either. He got hurt.
Well, he played
somehow in practice.
He didn't play a lot.
Right, he got put out though. Like he only played in the first quarter. So Chris Rodriguez got gas because, like, it's one thing to be practicing at practice, but and ride the bike and all that, but he ain't had no game reps. You know what I'm saying? Sean
hey
said,
man, come out the closet. Don't be no closet Georgia fan. Come on out that closet, man.
Hey, I know a little try to stay plugged in, man. He said he a closet.
Come on out that closet, man.
That's all we need on the damn channel. Another Georgia fan.
Hey, Sean, I can't even fault you for that, dog, because when we had Mark Richt, dog, listen, Mark Richt and Mike Gundy kind of the same person, man. I always win 10 games, can't get over the hump. I want Mike Gundy to get over the hump, man, or maybe it's time for them to pull a Mark Richt and look somewhere else now.
But Isaiah, we talked about this. It's going to be a lot harder because Mike Gundy is an Okie State guy. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like y'all sending out to the pasture before he won a natty.
Hey, but at some point though, you gotta want more, right? That
for sure.
This one, Matt Gundy been what, 17 years?
Something like that.
17, 18, something like that.
15, 16. Yeah.
I think he took over in 2000, 2004, 2003, somewhere.
It goes back to what I said when we was getting rid of Mark Richt. It's hard to get rid of a guy that's winning 10 games a year, though.
But hey, so to answer y'all's question, Thad, to answer your question about Kentucky, they lost their right tackle on either the final drive or the next to last drive. I don't see him being back next week. Chris Rodriguez will have another week under his belt. But also, I don't know if Levy's.
Hold on, stat guy. Hold on. We got my guy Marlon. He in here for it. Marlon, you all right, dog? Y'all took that.
Man, I'm good. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, dog. You took that. Hey, you took them lumps, didn't you?
Man, listen, man. I knew we were gonna lose. I'm just more disappointed in the way we're losing instead of the losses themselves, man. I can get that. I feel like we had opportunities in that game to win. It's just that our defense was on the field for so long that by the end of the game they were done. They were depleted. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, man, Alabama just started running loose on us. I started walking my car.
You had to have some kind of hope after they fumbled the punt. Y'all got on 2. Y'all scored. It's 28-23. But then they go all the way down the field and score like 77 yards.
Yeah, and keep in mind, like all that stuff, like that whole sequence of plays that got us back into the game happened right in front of where I was sitting. So I was excited. I walked to the restroom, you know what I'm saying? And next thing I know, dude broke loose for 78 yards or whatever it was, and I was like, wow. And after that, man, it was a wrap.
I told y'all defensive fundamentally, man, y'all flawed defensively. You can't run that defense with the personnel
y'all
you
secondary needs some help, Marlon.
Man, our offense needs to help our secondary. Because I'll tell you like this. If we can't get any, like I told y'all last week, the only type of rhythm we can get into is when we get in the tempo. If we're not running tempo, we're not going to move the ball. Because it's all predictable.
Yeah.
And you know what, Marlon? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know who's making these decisions, but y'all got to get y'all quarterback more involved in the game. He got to be more involved in the run game. He got to take more on his shoulders. He got to.
And I agree with that 100%. And the thing that worked for us last year is KJ's passing got better whenever he got going running. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
Good
this
point.
year, they got him doing a whole lot of set mid-range. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's comebacks like tonight. Matt Landers, man, the ball hit Matt Landers in the hand 2 or 3 times, bro. You know what I'm saying? He either dropped it or it went straight through his hand. It's like his confidence is completely gone.
Dog, that's what he was going through when he was in Athens, dog. He'd be up and down, and it's like when he good, but when he bad, it's terrible. So Sean Holiday said he an Okie State fan, man. We was talking about Gundy, we'll get back to Arkansas, Alabama here in a minute. He said Gundy's underrated offensive guy. I think everybody knows Gundy can score some points. I think the problem is, like Thad said earlier, man, it's hard for the Oklahoma State to stop people, man. And but Derek Mason out there now. It's his first year. We'll see what he got on it. Y'all lost nose to Ohio State. Derek Mason is a good defensive coordinator, but I don't know how long it's going to take. But how long you think it's going to take him to get right out there, though, Dad? Like, it's his first year. It's his first year.
I like I said, I just think of the style of football they play out there. That's the style. That's the way they recruit. You know what I mean? It's just a different brand of football. They just don't. You know, they just allow. It's more like a bend but don't break type of style of defense they play out there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Because everybody give up points.
Sean say that maybe 2 years if he stays. I don't think Derek Mason going nowhere, man. Like, I don't think nobody really taking no chances right this moment. Not no big time programs on him as a head coach. I think he in his wheelhouse when he at DC, man. Some of these coaches need to realize what their wheelhouse is and stop trying to be a head coach and just stay coordinators.
Isaiah, would you?
Are you gonna turn down the check? Who's gonna turn down the check?
And they still getting paid like $2 though. You know?
No, not like a head. When you head, I mean, if somebody gives you a head coach, you know, D1, you know, shit, who's gonna turn it down?
But look. So would you rather have a head coaching job for 2 to 3 years at $6 million, or would you rather be an OC for $2 million and be there for like 10 years?
I want the head coaching job because once that's on the resume, it ain't going nowhere.
But it's already on the resume, so what's it matter?
Not a head coach if he ain't had that. What are you talking about?
Derek Mason was at Vandy.
Yeah, Derek Mason was at Vandy.
No, all I'm saying is I'm not going to turn down a head coach.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Like going forward,
right? Well, period. If you ain't never done it, I thought you were talking about if you had never done it.
Yeah.
But so, Isaiah, my question would be: Does he come back to the SEC as a DC? SEC money, they might be able to give him a raise.
Depending on
hey, I'm telling you what. I tell you what, he might be up for the Auburn job here pretty soon.
That's facts. So Marlon, how you feeling going forward?
Man, I feel like I don't know where we go from here, to be honest. Because at this point, I see a team that's lacking effort more so than talent. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we allow Alabama to impose their will and beat us down to a point that they just ripped our hearts out.
Well, that's it's a saying. It's a saying in the SEC, like don't let Bama beat you twice.
Man, but we let them beat us twice. You know what I'm saying?
I told you I got a mansion in every county for sale too, because I don't know what.
You see what happened to them today?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're losing the teams. Like we should have played. I'm not saying we should have beat Alabama by any means, but there is no reason why we should have lost the way we lost. And I'm gonna sit here and say there is no way in hell we should have lost to Texas A&M last week. And I'm scared about Mississippi State next week. I'm not even gonna front because
Mississippi State can put up points though.
But that's what I'm saying. Their quarterback is legit.
Yes.
He's a legit passer.
Yes.
And Mike Leach is an offensive mastermind when it comes to tossing that pill. And our secondary ain't built for that.
No.
You know what I'm saying? We're not built for that at all. And
So
KJ got knocked out the game, so we don't even know if he's playing next week.
So what's the status on McLovin in the backfield? I mean, the secondary.
Bro, McLovin is back there. He got a pick on the first drive of the game.
I guess he can't do it all by himself.
He can't. And then Miles Slusher, our other DB, he got knocked out the game again. You know what I'm saying? It's just like these boys are reverting. I feel like a lot of these teams, like Alabama and all these other teams, had these cupcake games, as they say. But I feel like it energized them to the point that it allowed them the time to get all the kinks out.
Yeah.
Arkansas didn't have that luxury. You know what I'm saying? So we playing with house money at this point, and we getting drugged through the mud.
Yeah, Arkansas.
You thought I was being hard on you last week, man. I was just being honest, bro.
Yeah.
Oh man, I ain't tripping. I promise you, I understand. I'm gonna be honest about my team too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm in la la land. Like our defense is trash.
Look at that boy.
Not playing good right now.
Yeah. So
now, are y'all winning? Have y'all come back in this game against Missouri yet?
Yeah, it's 26-22, 1 minute 58 seconds to go. We got the ball 1st and 10 on like the 30 on Mizzou 30 or something like that. But this is the thing. Sean say Mike Leach taught Lincoln Riley. Yeah, he did. And the Big 12 offense in full effect. That's what I'm saying. Like Mike Leach ain't got them 4 and 5 stars, but Mike Leach offense is so hard to stop because he spreads you out and toss that ball around to everybody. You know what I'm saying? He stressed your back end for real if you can't get no pressure on that quarterback.
He keep a good trigger man.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
About to happen. That's what's about to happen next week. Our defense is about to get stretched out. Like they're about to get stretched. You know what I'm saying? Like, the things that worked for us last year against Mike Leach was that umbrella, what they call that umbrella defense, with 3 down linemen and 8 dropping back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's gonna work next week.
Y'all ain't got the horses for that kind of stuff. That's what I'm saying. Y'all fundamentally flawed.
We are. I agree. And it took me last week to understand that, and this week to solidify it. Like Arkansas is not ready.
So KJ, how long he out though?
We don't know. I know that they took him out this game because he hit his head, so he may be in concussion protocol. I don't know. I do know that the quarterback that they put in after him is a passer. He's not
Yeah,
necessarily a scrambler, but that could
yeah.
benefit us as far as getting our receivers in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because KJ is gonna run first all the time, and if he feels like the pocket is breaking down, he's gonna run it. He's not gonna pass the ball. I mean,
But see,
he
like
tried it against Missouri State, but it didn't work.
I think you're right. When the pocket break down, he run. But I think like to that point earlier, there need to be some design quarterback
Design,
run.
yeah, he too good of a player with his legs to not. He got to help the offense call. I'm be honest with the receiver didn't help him out at all. Like those guys did not help. They were dropping balls.
Yep.
So he got to take it upon himself. He got to be more involved. They got to design more offensive runs or just something to get him more involved to take over the game. So let me ask you there, Marlon. So, you know, just going back to the conversation we had last week, how are you still feeling strong about Sam Pittman? Because this is what he's gonna do, you know what I mean? Like
about Sam Pittman, I mean, I feel like when Sam Pittman is gonna be defined whenever one of these coordinators leaves. You know what I'm saying?
Good point. Good point. Good point.
Sam Pittman is gonna be defined by what he does whenever he has, let's say Barry Odom, for example. I feel like Sam Pittman has an upper hand because Barry Odom was a successful SEC coach.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He had Missouri at a real good place at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of Sam Pittman is coming out from Barry Odom. And I feel like when Barry Odom leaves, that's when we're gonna see the real Sam Pittman, in my opinion.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if Barry Odom leaves. I think Barry Odom got a little taste of the coaching life, and I think he loves being a defensive coordinator. Dog. We could see one of those. What's my man that was the defensive coordinator at Virginia Tech all them years under Frank Beamer. I forget his name, but I think we could see that really. As long as Pittman got the job, I could see Barry Odom just staying there. Now I think Kendall Browse might be looking up to try to get something, but
yeah, I think that too. I think Barry Odom is good where he is, to be honest, because man, you gotta understand, Missouri's still paying that man. Plus he making whatever couple million he making at Arkansas just coaching defense. You know what I'm saying? Now I do think that Kendall Browse is gonna be looking for more of a head coaching position. But I don't think that's gonna. I mean, I feel like it's gonna be a big loss as far as the athletes we have on offense because a lot of those kids are coming to Arkansas to run that RPO system.
Yeah.
But I feel like if we can get somebody in there that can really call plays, you know what I'm saying? Like really get the offense going. I feel like that'll be a benefit to us. But I don't know. I feel like Sam Pittman will be. I feel like my decision about Sam Pittman will be made when one of these coordinators leaves.
Yeah. So just a score update: Georgia 26, Missouri 22, minute and 2 left. 3rd and 2 from the 28-yard line. Georgia just got a first down. Clemson and NC State 23-13. 5 minutes and 37 seconds to go in the fourth. You got Georgia Tech 19, Pittsburgh 7. You talking about an upset? That's a true upset in the ACC Coastal. I don't know what the heck going on with Pitt. Pitt's at home, and they're always hard. They got 9 minutes and 41 seconds, but it ain't been looking good for their offense. And then you got Arizona State just scored. Dang, Arizona State just scored against USC. It's 7-7. So what y'all feeling about USC? Do they got a shot to make the playoffs?
They got a table.
What'd you say, Marlon?
I think they do, man. I feel like Lincoln Riley is about to have these boys wired up, man.
Listen, I think Lincoln Riley got a good offense, but I don't think people in the Pac-12 are really ready for Utah in the trenches, man. Like the trenches, the Utah is kind of like an SEC team.
Right. I agree with that.
And Pac-12 ain't built that way. And I tried to tell the USC dude that. Now he claimed Oregon State quarterback was hurt and all that, but they put that thing on Oregon State today. I think if you can't deal with Utah in the trenches, I don't care what your skill player's doing, it's not going to work out good for you. So Georgia just won the game 26-22. Listen, It's not the what you want, but at the end of the day, do you want the W or do you want the L? You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I'll take the
Y'all
W
got the
all
W.
day. Hey, we got the W, but you can see how tight it was. I'm in the G Theater tonight, Marlon. Hey, I couldn't go into the office, dog. I had to keep watching the game.
Hey, man, my question to y'all is this: what do y'all think about Ole Miss up to this point?
I think Ole Miss good, man, but I'm gonna be honest, man. I watched that game, bro. Kentucky left a lot on the field, dog.
Hey, but so did Ole Miss though. Ole Miss got down inside the 10 twice and walked away with 0 points because Lane Kiffin's a gambler.
But it's one thing to go for it on 4th down and not get nothing. It's another thing to fumble on 2nd or 3rd down twice on your opponent's side of the field, man.
I feel you.
I mean, but I think they about evenly matched, just like the game show. I think Ole Miss is a good team. I think without Bryce Young, I gotta look at the schedule. I don't know when Ole Miss plays Bama, but without Bryce Young, that's gonna be an interesting game, especially if they playing down in Biloxi.
Dog, that backup quarterback for Alabama is legit though.
Well,
he's not a passer. He's not a passer, but hey, he will plant his foot in the dirt and get loose on you.
He's a legit athlete. That's what it is. He's a legit athlete. And listen, I think he might be about 4-4 flat on. Oh, here we go. We got talking sauce in the building. Hey, listen, you've been seeing the game. You've been seeing the game, Tim. I've been sauce the whole night, dog. About to go refill here in a minute. I had to get sauce with Missouri trying to play us to the T, man. I've been on that Ciroc today. Plus, man, what time is it? My birthday in about 45 minutes.
Oh man, well, happy early birthday, man.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Listen, I had to get sauce. I got me some of that Kevin Hart tequila downstairs. I'm about to have to go take a shot, man.
Man, y'all got a chance to relax, man. I've been driving. I had to drive 5.5 hours to Fayetteville, sit for 2 and 3 hours.
Oh, that halftime.
Hey, that's right. Hey, I ain't gonna lie,
I'm
Marlon.
on the road right now.
Hey, Marlon, Charlotte, I ain't gonna lie. Charlotte texted me in the 2nd quarter, man. He told me Marlon might well go ahead and hit the road, man.
Man, hey, I promise you, bro. As soon as we had them down 3rd and 15, I got up to go use the restroom, and I'm telling you, that's as soon as dude broke loose for 70-some yards. I thought we had a chance, but bro, as soon as I saw that, I got a brisket sandwich and walked to my car, man. I was like, yeah, I'm gone. I'm out of here.
Hey, appreciate that talking sauce, man. That's right. I'm getting big sauce tonight, man. I needed it. Birthday.
What you doing right now, Coach? I'm doing that all next weekend, brother.
Hey, I need it, man. Birthday coming up in about 45 minutes. The dog's stressing me out. Hey, listen, man. I got some tequila down there ready to get popped open. I've been on that.
Coach, just take that W, Coach. You good?
Hey, you know I like it, Dad. You know I'm a coach, man. So listen. At the end of the day, like you said, it's about W's and L's, man. At the end of the season, ain't nobody gonna remember nothing about nothing except for them W's and L's. Yeah. We
still on target.
Yeah, we still on pace. We still on track to get what we want. I just don't need a whole bunch of this stuff right here.
Yeah. Hey, Coach, it just made for a better story to tell. That's all, man.
I need Lad McCunkey to go see somebody, talk to somebody, get a girlfriend or something. I don't know what's going on, but he need to get it together. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. We need
6'8" giant tight end y'all got, man.
Hey, he played good down at the end, man. Like Stetson had to count on him, which he should. I think it'll be better once we get A.D. Mitchell back, because A.D. Mitchell, like I say, man, I watched him in the spring, got a chance to go to practice. Ain't nobody in the nation checking A.D. Mitchell, but he got to get healed.
We got to get that offensive line, bro. We ain't. Hey, man, look here. We got to be able to run the ball, man.
Hey, Tim, you trying to get on, dog? If so, I'll send you the link, dog. Let me know.
Man, y'all got first world problems, man. Y'all got 5-star athletes across y'all's offensive lines. What you need? 6 stars, 7 stars? My God.
Hey, we need whatever the best is. That's what we shoot for.
Hey, we need whatever it takes to get the dub, dog.
Right. Y'all greedy, man. Golly.
Hey, Tim, I'm about to hit you with the matter of fact, let me hit you with the link, dog. I hit you with the link.
And see, that's what I was really saying, Marlon, to be honest with you, man. Like, I've gone through, the last 10, 12 years of Mark Richt. So I know what it is to, like, have talent, but realize you just really ain't there. You need something to get you over the hump. So when I see it, I know it. You know what I mean? And that's where I really be coming from.
Yeah. That's what I be telling people too, man. I'm like, listen, as Dog fans, it ain't like we talking from a place that we know. We know what 10 wins and 9 wins and right on that cusp, losing the LSU in the SEC championship, winning the SEC championship during the BCS era, not getting picked, to play for the title. We had 15 years of that, man. So that's why you got to decide as a program what you really want to be. Do you want to be a 10-win team fighting for the conference championship? Or do you want to be a national player? You know what I'm saying? What up, King Brian? Hey, them dogs got all our blood pressed up. Hey, but like Shawty just said, King, hey, we got to take them W's, dog. However we can get it, dog. We got to take them W's, man. We got to just take the W. That's what we're going to do. So, hey, we're going to live. We're going to live it tonight, man.
At this point, I'm convinced that Arkansas, I feel like Arkansas feeling is 10 wins, man, any given year.
But that's what I was saying. That's what I was saying last week.
This is the most talented team we've ever had. You know what I'm saying? But we can't put all the pieces together.
That's right.
What's going on? It started at the top.
What's going on, my girl Sakita in the building? What's going on, man? Hey, we talking about them 90s dogs right there. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, we taking them W's, Sakita. However we can get them at this point. Hey, survive and advance. That's all that matters. Yeah. We still undefeated.
5-0.
We're 5-0. Like Shawty say, we still got our goals right ahead of us. Nothing changed. Hey, just an amount of points. And at some point, at the end, when the college football playoffs come out, as long as you're in the fold, that's all that matters, right?
Right.
So we got USC driving. USC, since they done got in conference play, they haven't been able to score as fast as they was, when they was playing them OOC games.
Hey, Caleb Williams is that dude, though.
Williams out there doing.
Hey, it was 3rd and 4. He ducked a sack and then outran a dude to the corner to pick up the first down. It was nasty.
Yeah. I like Caleb, but Caleb, it's something missing. I don't know what. I can't put my finger right on it, but it's something he need to do better. Marlon, what you were saying?
No, I was asking what Caleb Williams was out there doing, and what is that transfer receiver doing? Is he getting some plays?
Honestly, I think he's doing good, but the problem is when he came from Pitt, he was the man at Pitt with no other wide receivers. When you play in the Lincoln Riley offense, it's way too many weapons for you to be the superstar. So I think he's doing good, but he ain't doing Biletnikoff numbers. You feel me?
Yeah, them boys need time to jail too, man. You know what I'm saying?
I've been telling. That's what I said all season, Charlie. I was like, you can't bring a whole bunch of transfers in and think you're gonna be good right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need time to learn Lincoln Riley offense. That's a lot of lingo to learn. That's a lot of formations to learn. At this point in the game, man, in this day and age, receivers got options when they run routes. You got to get on point with the quarterback. You don't just go out there and say, hey, man, run an out route. Nah, when that dude break, he got a choice. It's an option, right? He can run it in or out.
Right.
Yeah.
So Clemson got it
Hey.
sealed up, man. It's 26-13.
But to answer your question, though, coming into tonight, he does lead the team in receptions, yards, and touchdowns.
Yeah. But how many receptions he got, though?
21 for 337 and 6 tutties.
Yeah. Like I say, he's still putting up numbers, but he's not putting up Biletnikoff numbers. You know what I'm saying?
No.
They don't play. You know, he bought at an 85-yard. That's Jordan Addison we talking about. He bought at 85 yards a game, maybe 90, something like that. Last year at Pitt, though, he was that go-to dude. You know what I'm saying?
Averaging like $140.
Exactly. He put up 1,500 in one season. You know what I'm saying?
You are playing in the ACC, and you are playing with a number 1 draft pick too.
That's facts. Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, but that dude got tiny hands, so.
What it matter? Like people made a big deal about Kenny Pickett hands. He still got the ball. He made, like Stad said, man. He made the throws. That's
Gotta
all.
make the throw, man. That's all that matters. You make the throw, man. You
Hey,
go
So what
top
we're, hey,
nine. Look at
so
top
what
Kyler Murray.
so what we're saying is that Caleb Williams is a number 1 draft pick.
He could be.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just
Does
messing with you.
anybody know what USC's recruiting class looks like next year?
Yeah, they
Loaded.
got a lot. They loaded.
Lincoln Riley brought his entire Oklahoma class with him that was already like top 4. I think they're like, USC's like 9th or 10th, I think, but they got the number 1 quarterback in the class coming in. A safety, like 2 wide receivers.
Yeah.
He locking down the state of California.
So
I was about to
Jordan,
say USC is about to become vintage USC in my opinion. The way it's looking, because he has way more resources at USC than you had at OU.
yeah. Plus, it's. I mean, would you rather go play for Lincoln Riley at USC or you go to Chip Kelly ain't no great recruiter. I mean, they playing good, but he ain't no great recruiter. Look at the Pac-12. He only team to me, recruiting wise, he has the battle with is Oregon. I mean, Utah is just coached really good. They don't really get a whole bunch of 4 or 5 stars.
Look at the geographical location. You talking about Cali versus Oklahoma.
Exactly.
You get the part like when USC on top, you get to hang out with the movie stars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they really get to live the dream. When like USC is different. When they rocking and rolling, that's a different kind of college experience.
Yeah, you're right about that.
But if you
they going to the Big Ten next. I mean, ain't they going to the Big Ten next year?
Next season.
Yeah.
But
California still gonna be California.
I about to say the school still located in
California. Yeah, they ain't moving to school though.
My guy
I'm
Marcus Sellers
in
in here.
12-team playoff. I was about to try to bring that into that 12-team playoff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What's going on, Marcus?
Big.
Hey, Stetson didn't play the greatest. Dogs didn't play the greatest, but at the end of the day, dog, we got that dub. That's how. Survive and advance, baby. Survive and advance. We still undefeated.
We still gonna be 5-0. We're gonna probably still be the number 1 ranked team. You know, so I mean, really ain't nothing. You know, it didn't look good, but ain't nothing really changed.
Yeah, ain't nothing really changed. Like you said, I think they definitely gonna take into consideration that Bryce Young got hurt. He probably gonna be out about 3-4 weeks, so they're gonna look at that. Ohio State, they ran through Rutgers today like we all thought they would. I mean, I don't think that's a big shock. I don't think nothing gonna change. I think it's gonna be, Georgia 1, Bama
lost
2.
to TCU, right?
You didn't lose to TCU. They got hammered by TCU.
Did you put it like that?
Hey, listen. It wasn't even close, dog. It was like 42-17. No, my bad. It was 55-17 or something like that.
Y'all might be getting ready to hire him as y'all defensive coordinator in a year or 2.
Brent Venables.
Yep.
Hey, we'll take him.
I know it.
We'll take him as an analyst or something. We need.
Hey, sometimes you got to know your place, though. Sometimes you might just be a good coordinator. Listen, not for nothing. That's why I told Stat Guy. I remember when we first picked up Will Muschamp, they was like, well, at least we ain't got Will Muschamp. I was like, well, the difference is y'all had him at a head coach position. We got him in his wheelhouse. His wheelhouse is the defensive coordinator. As long as he ain't the head coach, I'm good. Like, I hope Will Muschamp don't go nowhere.
But y'all got an advantage there, too, because Kirby is the defensive coordinator himself.
Exactly.
No, he is the defensive coordinator. I don't care who got the title.
That's
Kirby is the defensive coordinator.
That's exactly my point, Shawty.
Sean say it's a great day not to be an OU fan. I know you loving that as a Cowboy fan. Hey, listen, the Dogs got the W, but I'm a little mad at Pitt for letting Georgia Tech do this to them. They up 19-7. Like, you had one job, dog. You got to beat Tech. I picked them to only win 2 games this year. You're not helping me out.
I'm gonna tell you one thing I don't like about this weekend though, in terms of UGA, is that you definitely have let people know that you are vulnerable.
Oh, for sure. For sure,
And
for
more
sure.
people may end up taking a lot more chances at you now because you don't show some weakness in the armor.
Yeah, and I was telling somebody this about Alabama and Georgia and like Ohio State. A lot of times you beat a team before you even start playing. When you show how dominant you are, when you come out there mentally, they like we can't do nothing right against them. You know what I'm saying? But like you just said, Shawty, with games like this game we just had, it showed people, oh well, we really got to be scared of them. You know, let's just go out and play. They might be better than us, but we don't know what happened. We just show up and play hard. Like beforehand, like last year, I think Texas A&M did that to Bama. You know what I'm saying? Once they beat Bama, people's like, oh, Bama is beatable. So why be scared of Bama? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's happening right now with the Dogs. Hey, we'll take it 26-22. Auburn at home, 3:30.
That's an easy dub for y'all, man.
Well, that's what I said this week, Marlon.
Right.
Man, but Auburn probably won't even have a head coach next week, man.
Well, I mean, believe it or not, they played pretty good against LSU. I think they shot LSU in the beginning.
Well, I was just about to say that, Sean. They played good in the first quarter against LSU. They jumped out 14-0 on LSU in the first quarter, and at halftime, I want to say it was 17-0. And then LSU, then LSU scored 21 straight. I don't think he's gonna get fired at this point. Hold on. Sean Holiday said TCU student section was chanting SEC was the cherry on top. They call these teams they're hateful eight and they're out for blood. That is, I do think there's some truth to that. Some of the Big 12 teams don't like the fact that Texas and OU leaving, so they taking their best shot at them, man.
You know.
Hey,
listen,
but
ain't none of them folk going nowhere, no way, man.
Hey, man, but the other schools gotta look at it like this: you gonna stay in the Big 12, or you gonna go be a part of the best conference in America?
I agree with that 100%. That's why USC and UCLA are going to the Big Ten because they know they have the best chance of getting into that playoff if they're in that conference.
Exactly.
Well, the thing is, man, what people don't understand is, you know, and I've been saying it like for part of the last couple of years. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, it's gonna really just probably be 2 mega conferences.
That's what I've been saying.
No, the Big 12's trying to get in there too, though. They're trying to take the rest of the Pac-12 rejects. They're trying to get Utah to come in with BYU, renew that rivalry. I mean, they're trying to get some teams as well to try to get to the 14 or 16 team limit.
You're on mute, Coach.
We can't hear you, Isaiah.
You're on mute, Coach.
Yeah, I was talking to my son.
Oh,
just tell her to chase daddy a drink, and then she'll know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Georgia won. Yeah, you get your extra hour. I'll change it. Yeah, my son be out.
you giving out incentives?
No. Oh, you didn't know.
So last year, I started where the Dogs win. He get an extra hour on Saturday because to play his game. So he already liked the Dogs, but he definitely be invested on Saturday.
Yeah, he got that bonus structure going.
Hey, so he just said that the Dogs win.
And look, he don't really care. He just trying to get that extra hour.
Yeah. My mama just texted me and said, "Go Dogs." Hey, everybody knows the title.
Hey, Isaiah, he better be glad they won. If they would have lost to Missouri, he might not have got no video time tomorrow.
You might be right.
I couldn't wait to get on here and run y'all through the mud if y'all had a loss.
Bro, hey.
Get my chance, though.
Marlon, you know good and well if they would have lost, he would have ended the live stream right then.
I would have came on here, man. Hey, man, that
would have been a bad way to bring in your birthday, bro.
I know, right? They couldn't let me down. Sean say not with 12-team playoff. I would do the same thing if I was Texas or OU, though. I ain't mad at it, but sometimes, yeah, I feel it. Man, listen, man, you got to make business decisions out here today, man. Just like these recruits, man. These teams trying to make business decisions, man. SEC going to get you a better chance at the 12-team playoff than any other conference other than the Big 10.
Hey, Sean, what's your thoughts on Bedlam not being no more? Since you're an Okie State guy. You upset about it? You don't really care? What's your thoughts on that comment, Sean?
That's a good question.
I'll let you know. For me, just as a college football purist, man, I miss it. Bedlam's probably favorite South Carolina Clemson rivalry.
Oh man. AD Mitchell. Oh yeah, Thad, you did say that in the group chat. I just not saying it. You know, I don't be looking at the group chat during the game. You said about AD Mitchell presence being missed.
Mm-hmm. You could tell, man. I mean, we don't have no outside explosion other than from him.
Yeah. So Sean say he wish Bedlam was still gonna be played. They still technically compared, man. I think Oklahoma State a little bit at fault with that. They said they ain't gonna rearrange their schedule for OU. I think that's a little. I don't like the fact that you leaving type stuff right there.
No, but if you
hey, that's like that chick. That's like that chick for real. That's like your baby mom, man, trying to play games with the child support.
No, but hey, Isaiah, in their defense, the non-conference games they already have scheduled for the next 12 years.
Jeff, don't tell me that. We just canceled the game against OU. Games can be canceled if you want.
Because they're moving into the conference.
Canceled. So what?
That's because they're
no. Alabama play Texas? Oh, okay.
This year.
Okay.
I mean, everybody gonna have their reasoning. The whole point is you can cancel it. It don't matter why. The point is you can cancel it.
Hey, they're not coming to the conference until 2025. What 2024 got to do with anything?
They think they're coming in 2020.
No, they're not. They're not. Oklahoma ain't got the money to come in 2024. Texas not gonna pay their way out.
It don't matter for they want to cancel it. It can be done.
Hey, Sean Holiday, this go back to something Shawty said last week about it starting from the top. Sean Holiday say Okie State AD so soft, man. Hey, at some point you got to make them changes, man. Like, listen. Hey, just like Georgia Tech fired their AD and their head coach. Sometimes you gotta, you got to get them all. You got to get them all out.
Y'all think that's what's about to happen in Auburn?
Yeah.
Yes. 100.
Yeah. They AD already gone.
They coach about to be gone.
Yeah.
For real.
Like Auburn need a whole new they need a whole new makeup. They might need to change their mascot too.
They got two, Thad. Which one you want them to change? War Eagle or Tiger?
They got some serious problems going on, folks. They got some serious problems in Auburn, man.
So who y'all got next, Marlon? Who y'all got next? Mississippi
State next week, baby. Yeah, I mean it's a winnable game, but
y'all need to buy.
It's not a good matchup for us because they passed the ball.
It's time for y'all. Y'all need to buy, Marlon. Y'all need to buy.
We won't have a bye week until after we play BYU, man. We got to go to Pro Bowl the week after we play Mississippi State.
That is not
that's
good.
trouble.
That is not good.
So you could go from being 3-0 to 3-3.
Yeah, real quick.
3 and 4. 3 and 4.
3 and 4. Yeah.
Y'all need a break,
that's
dog.
why that Texas A&M game. But think about it like this: if we had won that game last week against Texas A&M, which we lost by 2 points, we would be talking about a 4-1 team right now. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
that's
football a game of
inches,
baby.
Was last week. Yeah,
football game of inches.
And now it's a completely different season right now with that loss to Texas A&M. Because me personally, I didn't anticipate that we were going to lose that game. But we played so sloppily that, we just handed the game to them.
I think y'all should have beat. I think not beating A&M hurt y'all for the long run. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a team.
There's something that's just not clicking with us right now.
Texas A&M just exposed Arkansas. That's what I'm saying. I'm just being honest. I hate to say it, but it's just you guys have some holes. You got some fundamental problems.
Missouri State. Yeah, Missouri State put that thing on.
We were blessed to win that game.
That's just like we got exposed tonight. Like if you was a Georgia fan and you've been watching, you were always under the impression that our offensive line is good or we could be doing this or blah blah blah. But no, tonight you found out that they're just not good up front. We're not good up front. And it's been proven time and time again this season. So we got some problems. We got some things that we got exposed today.
We did. We did, and it's gonna be much better teams on the schedule down the line that's got better front fours on that defense, and we got to get it together. And listen, I'm not putting everything on the coach because that's always low hanging fruit, but I'm just gonna tell you both tenures under Stacey Searle ain't been great. That's all I'm gonna say. We had Pittman, great. We had the dude that just retired that was the Ole Miss coach. Offensive line was good. Stacey Searles under Mark Richt wasn't great. He ain't. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is he ain't been great as a technical coach.
He is what he is.
Exactly. And I'm like, I know we had to fill the position. He been in Athens, so he know the lay of the land, but he ain't been the best coach. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you're not telling me these the same dudes that played for the guy last year. That's all I'm saying.
Let me just
But
say this,
I don't think
just like that win last week was a must-win for Texas A&M against us. This game next week against Mississippi State is a must-win for the Arkansas Razorbacks.
So if y'all, let me ask you this: if y'all lose to Mississippi State, you think the players mentally check out?
I kind of feel like they halfway there right now, based on what I saw.
What you playing for? What you playing for?
Because at this point, there is no path for us to the SEC championship.
Oh yeah,
we already 2 losses in the SEC.
Yep.
The only thing that we're playing for right now is a decent bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Same OG.
Keep in mind, with the head and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, but on the real, like the games that we have left are winnable, like 100%. But the game next week is gonna define. That's gonna be the season defining game, because we could literally win out from here if we really put our heads together. But we could also
y'all got Ole Miss on the schedule.
Yeah, we got Ole Miss on the schedule.
Ooh.
Not Ole Miss.
Man, I don't fool with Ole Miss, man. My wife is an alum of Ole Miss. My nephew is about to graduate from there in May. I gotta hear enough from them. I don't call them Ole Miss. I call them Ole Miss.
All I'm saying is
you can call them what you want to call them, but you know.
All I'm saying, hey, watch the trash talk the Ole Miss game. She might put you out, though.
I'll be at that game too. I think I'm gonna take my son to that game. I was gonna take him to this Alabama game, but I was like, no, way too many people.
Yeah, don't build up no bad memories. Don't take him.
Take him to the games you think y'all might win.
I'm glad I didn't bring him to this one. So I'm gonna take him to that Ole Miss game. Hell, that might be a bad memory too, based on what I'm seeing.
Hey.
Oh man, they got some. They got some thing going on. I really like what they doing on offense.
I like Ole Miss.
That center they got pretty shitty though. They got a shitty ass center.
Offense, man.
But they actually played good on defense today. They played good on defense today, though.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Like, I hadn't had a chance to watch any of these games. I'm about to have to go home, and watch games all day tomorrow while I'm trying to watch NFL games at the same time. Like, I got to catch up on everything.
Well,
now, they rate the transfer portal too. Now they got 24 players out of the portal. Lane Kiffin went ham in the transfer portal.
And see what you said earlier, they still trying to gel, man. They don't even really know each other, and the fact that they winning, that kind of might be scary for some folk over there in the West now.
Can y'all say the same thing about Arkansas too, though?
But y'all didn't get 24 people out the portal though.
No, but we got key pieces though. Like 2 of our starting receivers are from the transfer portal.
I almost want to say, and I'm not trying to be funny, but how key are they? Because what I'm saying is Lane Kiffin is 5-0 in a top 10 team. So what I'm saying, the people who he got out the transfer portal were clearly the right people. You know what I'm saying?
He got Zach Evans. Like Zach Evans is
the quarterback,
the trigger man. The trigger man was out the portal. Sean say if USC had third of the Georgia defensive talent, they would be a problem. They would be, Sean, but the problem is Lincoln Riley don't recruit on defense. That's why they're not going to be a problem. So I think they're going to run through the Pac-12 outside of maybe Oregon and Utah. But, yeah. With Arkansas, Marlon, I think y'all got some good players out the portal, man. But, like, Brini, I thought Brenny would be playing better at this point in the season at DB.
I
I think he kind of up and down. I thought, I'll be honest with you, Hazelwood, he been good when called on, but I don't know how much he been called on.
I think that all starts with KJ, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't feel like KJ is making those guys better on the offensive side of the ball. I feel like they're wasting. I feel like at this point it's wasted talent.
Yeah.
Because I don't care what anybody says. I feel like Jaden Hazelwood is a better receiver than Matt Landis, bro.
I've been saying
I really,
but
really do.
if you don't get the guy involved, listen. Like Thad say, man, dude got to make the throws. The wide receivers is out there as a body if nobody ain't throwing the ball to him.
And hell, when he throwing it though, they dropping it. They were dropping ball.
But you got to think about it like this though, bro. For the past 2 weeks, KJ has either been giving them uncatchable balls or just completely inaccurate balls. So when let's be honest, if you break out of your route, you don't really expect the ball to hit you in the hand, so you really ain't expecting it. Based on the past 2 weeks.
So, Cole, that's what I mean. That's what I mean by you got to make the throw like it's all encompassing. You know what I'm saying? That's just like if I would have get back there at quarterback. I mean, I can throw it in the vicinity, but I can't make the throws. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like in a mid-range game, that's what KJ is. He literally threw the ball. I've seen him throw the ball 3 yards to the side of a receiver that otherwise would have been intercepted if he had thrown it to the receiver's chest. You know what I'm saying? Like,
sound like KJ got a little something going on. He need to get together mentally.
I think that's where it's all starting. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, fellas. I think it all starts with KJ. I feel like,
man, as big as KJ is, Marlon. As big as he is, Marlon. This is what I'm saying. First of all, that's why I say just fundamentally, a big guy like you need to put them up. I almost said something. You need to put that guy under center.
I agree.
Y'all need to run down. Y'all need to run down. Number 5, that running back y'all got, he a stud.
Man, they got a good offensive line too, Charlie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They need to run downhill, man. They doing too much of the wrong. They ain't got the personnel to be doing what they trying to do.
It's almost like they trying to be this widespread offense when they really need to go back to the old school pro style, get up under center. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know if there's a better offensive line in the SEC than Arkansas.
Bro, do you know how good they play action game would do if this guy get up on the center and he take the ball from center and he turns his back? Their play action game would be so fire.
Yeah, it would.
Cause the running back is hell. The running back is a stud. Number 5.
The running back.
We got 3 or 4 of them. We got 3 or 4 of them back there, bro. And ain't none of them are really being justified as far as their talent is concerned.
It's because of the style. It's like Shawty said. It's the style of offense y'all trying to play. Y'all trying to play kind of this same thing.
Y'all trying to put a square in a circle peg or a circle peg into a square hole. How that go? You know what I mean? Y'all don't even need it's the same thing on defense. It's the same thing on defense. Y'all not. That would work if you had the front. Y'all don't have the front to run the defense that you're trying to run. Right. Y'all don't take up enough space.
Yeah. I was looking at our defensive line in comparison to that offensive line of Alabama, bro. Like there was no comparison, dog. Like they were outmatched and out. It was a complete. It was just, man, they just looked bad.
Yeah.
Hey, but y'all got to run a defense that features y'all linebackers, man. Y'all linebackers are the strength of the team. That's what y'all got to run a defense that features them. Y'all.
That's why you need those dogs up front. Because I'm saying they don't have the front. You got to have space eater. They ain't got enough space eater and athletic people up front to do. That's why it sounds good when they can rush the pass on passing downs. But just like running downs and stuff, they can't hold up against the run with what they running. They ain't got the 3 down linemen for that.
Yeah. But this is the thing, man. Like my issue with Barry Odom is trying to pass rush on passing downs because we get beat every single time. You know what I'm saying? Like we get to the quarterback, but we don't have anybody in the middle of the field to cover. So all these plays are getting broken loose. And it's just a disaster. Like it's like a catch-22. Yeah, we got the most sacks in the nation, but we also suck at passing defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the give or take. And I don't know which one I would rather have. I don't know if I would rather have more sacks.
I'd rather have a better pass defense. Fuck the sacks. We ain't got no sacks, but our defense
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Hey, long as you ain't giving up the big play, but y'all giving the listen, what you can't do, you can't get gassed for 70-yard touchdowns by a running back splitting the defense, high stepping through the line. Dog, you can't give up quarterback runs for 70. You can't give up long bombs. Like, that's one thing that you gotta do. And if you gotta trade something off, who cares about sacks? Like Shawty said, as long as you defending the pass, it don't really matter how it looks. You know what I'm saying?
Marlon, how was number 2 starting at safety for you guys, Marlon?
You talking about Miles Slusher?
Whoever number 2 was, I don't know how he was starting at the safety position.
That's the thing. Miles Slusher played safety after Jalen Catalon went out last year. But
that's what I was telling you.
What saved Miles Slusher is the fact that we had Montaric Brown at corner. He was a shutdown corner. He was tied for the most interceptions in the nation last year. You know what I'm saying? So we had a shutdown corner that kind of disguised his flaws. But what happened is when Jalen Catalon went out, they moved Miles Slusher to nickel. He played much better at the nickel spot. He is not a very good safety as far as keeping the back end sound.
He showed it today.
Some got to be done back there, dog.
Well, they snatched him out after he gave us those 2 big plays. He ain't play no more. I ain't see him no more.
He look bad.
They say he got hurt. I don't know.
I hope
he look bad.
That's another reason why I feel like this team is on the border of laying down, man. Because I mean,
they look bad in that secondary. I think he might be going through a little rough patch, little signal. They look bad, kind of like them Clemson DBs last week against Wake Forest. All right, so we got an update. Who is this? Washington State and they showing highlights from that. So Oregon is up 3-0 on who they playing? Damn, they playing somebody in the Pac-12. Bo Nix. Why Bo Nix play so good other than when he played Georgia? Oh, they playing Stanford. It's 3-0 Oregon, 5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Because y'all got that defense, man.
Man, that dude, sometimes it's mental though, Marlon. Sometimes it really is mental.
That man got PTSD messing with us, man.
He do. After that first year, his true freshman year, he ain't been the same. It no matter if he see that red and black dog, he don't know how to react.
Hey, Sean Holiday say they AD South. What team he for? Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. Yeah, Oklahoma State. I think he said that when we was talking about if Gundy don't get over the hump, when is it time to move on? But I don't think he is, because Gundy is an Oklahoma State alum. So I don't think
who you gonna hire? But who you replacing with?
I don't know. That was the same thing. Hey man, same thing I worried about. You know what I'm saying?
No. Georgia different than Oklahoma State. That's different.
I think Marlon dropped off. Hold on.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Well, you back?
Yeah, because I don't know. I just got back to Dallas. I'm getting closer to my house, so I don't know what happened.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Y'all got to figure something out. Is KJ gonna play next week?
We'll see. I'll find out more about that probably Monday, man, when Coach Pittman does his news conference.
Is he a junior?
Press conference.
No, KJ a senior.
Senior?
No, KJ is a redshirt junior.
No, I thought he was a junior. Yeah, I thought he was a junior.
Okay.
Yeah, KJ
so you got one more year with him coming back.
You think he's coming back?
I'm not even gonna lie, he ain't ready.
Shit, what he doing? What he doing?
That's my point. The whole
they
thing
was talking about this dude for the Heisman, dog.
Yeah, I legit thought he had a chance, man.
It wasn't just you. It wasn't just you.
Stop
He's
it,
not there
man.
mentally, man.
The national media was talking about him for the Heisman.
I mean, the
man,
pieces
they
were
trick.
there. The
His
pieces were there.
accuracy not there.
It's not. And that's what I thought he was going to improve on. I thought that he was going to be a much better mid-range passing quarterback this season, and it's not there. It's just not. I feel like that's the major weakness in his game. If he could accurately throw a mid-range ball, he would be a completely different quarterback, and I feel like our offense would be a completely different offense. Like, if we're not throwing the ball deep or running the ball, there is no offense. And that's why we have so many 3 and outs. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like,
That's why they got to get him more involved in the offense. I'm saying he got to be more of a threat in the offense.
Yeah.
He got to be.
Yeah.
He too good not to be. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I hate to say it, you know, he my starting quarterback, but I'm gonna run his ass into the ground. Like anytime he can hold it and run it, I'm gonna let him run it.
Yeah. Hey, it is what it is. You gotta get
because he ain't finna beat you with it on.
Not at all. Not unless
not without the legs too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
listen, college
next week, man.
College football crazy, man. This year right here, I think we cycling out. This is the last year we'll see all these 6-year, 7-year seniors because of COVID, man. But it's crazy, man. It's causing a lot of parity. I think that's helpful. A lot of this transfer portal, everybody moving around. It's hard to stay consistent when you don't know what players you're gonna have. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, what's his name? Mel Tucker made good last year, but this year he ain't got all them players. It's like
he raped the portal last year. He raped the transfer portal last year, like Lane Kiffin did this year.
That's what I'm saying. Lane Kiffin, my man Riley, Arkansas. Like I say, Arkansas got some transfer, but they didn't get the numbers that Ole Miss and USC Trojans got.
That like raping the transfer portal is equivalent to having 1-year players in basketball. You're not building a program. You're not really building a program. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be either it's gonna be penthouse or poorhouse.
You right. You right about that.
Do y'all watch? Are y'all into y'all's basketball team?
Oh yeah, I get like a little flex pack. I go to about 4 or 5 games a year. I mean, hey, I'm a dog all through and through. Yeah. We got a new coach. He came from Florida. Florida didn't really see. It's kind of reversed. Like in Athens, we just want to make the tourney. We know where we at in basketball. As a program, whether it's football, basketball, whatever, you got to know who you are. We know who we are in Athens. So we take it like Florida fans, like y'all taking our leftover. I'm like, well, this dude took y'all to the Sweet 16 2 out of 5 years, and he was up for the conference one of them years. I'm like, in Athens, we ain't even making the tournament. So if he can give us that, do it.
And again, once again, this is the distinction that I was trying to make. Once again, Arkansas, y'all have the resources. Y'all put the resources into your football program. That's why I wouldn't want to settle. That's where I was coming from. But our basketball program, I already know we don't even put money into the basketball. We don't even put money into the coaches. That's why I won't never get no good coach, because we're not spending money. So there's a different expectation when it comes to us playing basketball. Now, if we were putting the resources into our basketball program and the AD would spend money on coaches and we were playing like the way we play, I would have a serious problem.
Yeah.
But I don't, because we ain't spending no money on it.
And so that's why I'm saying, that's where I'm coming from. We have this in our mind. We know where we at as a basketball program. So if we make the tournament, that's like winning the Natty for us. We hype. You know what I'm saying? So, but hey man, I'm a dog alum, man. I support everybody, man. Good, bad, or ugly. I tell people all the time around here, like, y'all get to choose y'all team. I don't get to choose my team. I'm an alumni. I'm a dog through and through. Good, bad, or ugly, dog. Right. I am who I am. So yeah, I grew up liking Duke basketball, but if Duke and the Dogs get down on the hardwood, I want the Dogs to whoop their ass. We probably won't, but
and I try to keep track. What's that award they give out to each university? I try to keep track of that. Like every university, like the top 4 or 5.
You talking about the Directors Cup? The Directors Cup.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm like, I take pride in that. You know
and that's what I'm saying. We always top 10 in Directors Cup. We was number 2 one year. And we got real close when Mark Ritt was the coach. We did pretty good. We made the tourney as a guys team. The girls was pretty good. And then like even with girls basketball, I want to be good. First of all, shout out Wallace. What's going on, Wallace, man? You got to get with it, dog. Like, hey, I need you here, dog. We 10 o'clock Eastern time every Saturday. I know that one time you got on, we was 11, man. We was tripping, but we 10 o'clock Eastern time every time. But you get in here nonetheless. So, hey, appreciate the support. But like as a girls program, this is what I tell Stat Guy. Stat Guy living a life. They got Dawn Staley down there in Columbia. They living a life. I say, but this is when you gotta change your expectations. When me and Charlotte was in school, our girls was top 5 every year. Mm-hmm. But as the years went on, as the years went on, we watched the changes. We know what they put and what they don't put into the program. So now, as long as we, we make the tournament as a girls team. I want Sweet 16. I want Elite 8. But I ain't too Georgia to know we probably not gonna make that until we really get some consistency in coaching and a little bit of backing from the administration. Right now, Kirby get all he want. And Kirby said he get it.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so. Now the women's team. We just got a good coach. I ain't gonna lie. We got the lady that's coaching us that just got hired. She's a really good coach. Now, whether or not, she get the players, we'll see. She's a good coach. Now, I don't know about the recruiting. She got a lot of sisters on the staff that's supposed to be good at recruiting. We'll see. Guys, same way. He's a good X's and O's guys. Mike Anderson.
He's an upgrade from what we had, but I don't know if he's the guy.
I don't know if he's the guy.
A definite upgrade, though.
But like what we talked about last week, I think he is the guy to get us to a Sweet 16, possibly. He ain't the guy that's gonna make us the next thing in basketball. And to be honest with you, I don't know if we'll ever be that school where we great at football and really great at basketball.
If we spend the money and get, I'm saying we don't put the money into that. We saying the same thing. I'm saying it can happen, but you got to spend the money. You got to spend the money. You got to put the resources into it to make it happen.
Speaking of
Arkansas, spend money on everything, and like you said, Shawty, Arkansas got the resources, dog.
Arkansas spend the money on everything, but it's another thing. I told this dude on Facebook though, like y'all spend the money on everything, but track the only thing that's consistently good.
That's real.
Track is head and shoulders above everybody.
Yeah, I agree. We got more national championships in track than anything.
Dog, y'all got more national championships in track than a lot of schools got in championships, period. Like all together, every sport.
Yeah,
and it is
for sure.
Yeah, it is what it is. But this is the thing.
At this point,
go ahead.
Now, what I was gonna say at this point, now, I'm concerned about our basketball team because we got some high expectations for them too right now, and I don't want my expectations to go to a point that I'm gonna be disappointed if we don't make it to the Elite 8 like we did for the past 2 years. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what y'all. That is a basketball program, so you should expect that. Like as Dog fans on the football field, we expect to make to the SEC championship. Like if we didn't make to the SEC championship, Dog fans, rightfully so, we're gonna be mad. Like that's where we at. If we don't make it to the SEC championship with a shot at the playoffs, we're gonna be mad. And we should be. Now in basketball, listen, man, last year, like Stat Guy would call me, he'd be like, man, y'all didn't win but 3 games. I'm like, bro, that's really not affecting me because I'm not expecting to win anything in basketball, dog. Like, so if I go to a game and my son have a good time and we win, I'm good.
Right. We hired the wrong guy in basketball. It was just that simple.
We hired the wrong guy the last 2 or 3 times in basketball.
Who is y'all coach right now?
Well, we got a new coach, so Thad talking about the guy from the last guy.
Okay.
Yeah, we just got so the coach that was at Florida the past 5 years, we just hired him because Florida expects more out of they expect Sweet 16s and Elite 8s every year. And he did it 2 out of 5 years, so they fired him. And yes, I'll take that guy. If we go to the Sweet 16 2 out of the next 5 years, he's the guy for us right now. If we ever get to the point where we're perennial tournament team and we're making Sweet 16, then I might look at him and say, hey, dog, if you ain't doing it, we need somebody else. But right now, we're not there. And we know we're not there.
So, look, this is the point that I'm making. Think about this.
Oregon about to score again.
So, if this guy win, just like you say, if he win the next 2 things or whatever he does, guess what we're going to do? We're going to have to pay him more money, right?
Exactly.
That's my whole point. So, when you're not paying, when you don't just pay off the rip, you're not going to get the guy to come in and really just transform the program. You're really just taking a gamble.
Yeah. And then I don't know how good this guy is at recruiting. The thing is, the state of Georgia is so loaded with basketball and football talent. Like with basketball, man, if we just get the high 3 stars, we'll be competitive, like regardless. Now, whether or not he can recruit is yet to be seen. We'll see. Hey, I got my 4-game packet together. Matter of fact, I gotta buy it Monday. They called me and I'll be in the house supporting the Dogs, but like I say, I just want to experience a good time when I go to the basketball games. I don't expect much.
Yeah, I try to make 1 or 2 games myself.
Yeah. So baseball, we actually pretty decent in baseball. Track, we getting better at track. We actually won an outdoor.
That's another thing. Our baseball team is a perennial, you know what I'm saying, College World Series team. You know what I mean?
So
like it's all the sports that Arkansas are doing well, but everything hangs on the football team.
That football.
Yeah, they're the one-on-one money maker. Yeah, they're the money
maker. And the thing is, though, you got to stay realistic, though. Like, you got to know, like I said, I think Pittman is the guy to win y'all 9, maybe 10 games every now and then. That's who he is. And if y'all are good with that, then you won't be disappointed. Like, when me and Charlotte go to the basketball games, if we lose to Kentucky, we're not really disappointed. We lose to Florida, we're not really disappointed, though. Like, it's the basketball game. We just want to have a good time.
so that's where I come from. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say after Sam Pittman, who else is there? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who else there is because I don't know who would be a fit at Arkansas.
There's plenty of good coaches out there.
Y'all can steal somebody. Y'all got Jerry Jones money, man. Y'all can steal somebody now. Come on.
We'll see. I mean, I don't know, but I do know that this team. I feel like Arkansas is.
You didn't know Sam Pittman was a decent coach until you hired him.
That's true. But he also has the benefit of having a former head coach as a defensive coordinator to give him the ropes.
But I think what Sam Pittman has shown y'all is that you can win at Arkansas. And on like Charlie said, y'all got the resources.
Yeah,
so
Bobby Petrino showed us that.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Brett Bielema wasn't bad at Arkansas. Y'all can win. Y'all just got to get the right guy. Y'all got to get the right guy.
He went in and beat up on Wisconsin today, too.
He did, dude. You saw that? He beat him bad, too.
Did he?
So, but that comes to my point. What I'm saying is, like, if I'm Arkansas, it's like, because what you got to understand, you play in the SEC conference. You get the same share of the pie that Georgia get, Alabama get. We all share. We split the same pie. We're in the same conference. So that's what I'm saying is, like, if everybody else winning, why can't it be us?
Isaiah. You fell asleep on me.
That's where I come from with that. Well, I'm like, if I'm getting the same money, I got the same resources. Why we can't win it? If LSU can win it, if Alabama can win it, you know what I'm saying? Why can't I win it? That'd be my standpoint.
And that's how we feel. Like, why can't we?
No, I'm gonna give you some more time.
It's just a matter of we can't never get over the hump, man. And like today is one of those games. I mean,
but Marlon, you can't go get a head coach that you're gonna pay $3-4 million a year. You got this. That's what I'm talking about, spending the money. If you got the money, you got to go get somebody. You got to go spend at least $7-8 million. You got to bring somebody in that's gonna bring the players in.
But I mean, with that said too, though, look at people that are spending money right now and not getting their money's worth. Mel Tucker at Michigan State, Jimbo at Texas A&M, just going and paying somebody.
Whoa, you can't say Mel Tucker yet because it's only been 2 years. His first year, they got way more than what they invested in. That's why they read them up for the big contract.
Yeah, because he robbed the transfer portal that 1 year. But now you got USC and UCLA coming to the conference as well. That contract's going to eat them in the butt.
But no, I'm just talking about to your point. That's why he got the money, because he overachieved. That's all I'm saying. That's why he got the money. He got the money for a reason. I'm just saying, if you're trying to build a program like a Arkansas, even South Carolina, I would say you guys are not going to change anything unless you just get lucky. But if you want to go with the probability, you're going to have to spend some money and get a real coach.
But look, I'll tell you this. We are who we are. You talk all the time. What do you want to be? What I want South Carolina to be is to win 8 games at least every year, and maybe every 4 to 5 years have a shot to compete for the East.
Yeah, that's about what you pay your coach for. That's what I'm saying. But if you paying your coach $8, $9, $10 million a year, guess what? You want to be relevant in the playoff. So that's what I'm saying. So if you're going to only go ahead.
I was going to say, I think that's unrealistic for South Carolina, though. And
why?
So, I'm just...
Why does it have to be? No, I'm saying, if you're in the SEC, I'm saying you get the same. When you had Spur, you weren't feeling like when you had Spur, your goddamn chest will hit the goddamn to Mount Everest.
And that's
you ain't lying.
And get what? He was one of the highest paid coaches in the SEC when he was there.
Yep. Hey, so hold on. Shout out to my guy Terrell, man. Good win. You right. Hey, we squeaked it out, man. There'll be some tough games sometimes. People must understand. You right about that, T. Hey, we feeling the dub, and we'll take it at this point. Like Shawty said, man, we count W's and L's, and right now we ain't got no L's. We got all W's. My guy Jonathan Grant, what's going on, man? Sound like you want to die version of Mark.
Oh man, Jay Grant, you in here late, man. I thought you'd be asleep this time of night.
Jay Grant, I am who I am. South Carolina's who we are. So we'll take our little 8-9 wins.
But Wallace said, hey, a coach don't get that kind of money unless they winning. That goes back to what Shawty said. That's why they gave Mel Tucker all that. They didn't just pay Mel Tucker out the gate. They paid Mel Tucker after he started beating people down with the transfer portal people. So they was like, hey, this dude winning, so let's pay him before he goes somewhere else.
Exactly.
But you can't pay that guy. A lot of times we paying guys right off the rip and they ain't even doing nothing.
You gotta understand that, but the guy you gonna pay out the rip, he gotta have a track record. You ain't just gonna give him the money just to give it to him. He got it. I'm saying when you trying to go get that guy, you got to pay that guy to come.
Yeah.
That's just like I tell people, like I keep bringing up Deion Sanders. Listen, I don't care if Deion Sanders couldn't read. I'm gonna give him $10 million to come to coach my school, cause I know he gonna go get every player that's on top. You know, he gonna get every player that living room he go into. He can when you got the resource, you can hire the staff around you.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? It's about getting the player. I'm gonna pay Deion $10-11 million. I don't care how many games he don't want.
You're right. Exactly. And I think unless he don't want to leave for whatever reason, it's gonna be plenty of schools calling him. Now I can tell you right now, the way he commented, he don't want to be at Auburn. I can tell you that. He said that.
Or Georgia Tech.
He said,
he don't want to be at Georgia Tech either.
Yeah, they asked him about Auburn, and he was like, why would I go there for 2 or 3 years of disappointment? He said, if I want disappointment, I could just watch Florida football. Listen, I was like, he taking shots at everybody in one comment.
For he know his worth. Like Deion done showed you he is the best recruiter in the nation.
That's what Wallace just mentioned. He said
he is the best recruiter in the nation. That's what I'm saying. So he know his worth. Yep. That's what I'm saying. So like you're not finna. I don't care if it's a job. Oh, you're not going to go hire Deion Sanders for $5-6 million. You're not going to do that.
Yeah.
If you want him, you're going to have to pay him $8, $9, $10 million. Because get what? He finna change your program. Trust me.
Not to mention, man, it's hard to not pay guys $10 million at this point. When, especially like if I'm a coach and you want me, you come after me, and you a big time program. I'm looking over at Texas A&M like, well, if you ain't giving me $9 million, this dude over here making $10 million.
Well, Jimbo will coming off a national. He will coming off a national now. So I mean, he got some. I'm saying he got some cachet. That's all I'm saying.
He had some cachet, but them last 2-3 years after the national, he ain't do jack.
I mean, I get it. I'm just saying he had some on the resume.
If that's the case, Les Miles need to be up for about $10 million. Hey, it's the thing is, man, you gotta know who you is as a school, man. And like South Carolina, like realistic, not delusional, Jeff. Not delusional. What you expecting out of Shane Beamer?
I told you, if we go 8-4, and every 4 and 5 years we compete for the East or compete to get in that 12-team playoff, I'm cool with that.
What?
But minimum we should be 8-4. And that's
you think y'all a playoff team?
He said every 4 to 5 years.
No, I'm saying
yeah, no, are we a playoff team this year? No, we're not in the top 12 this year. I'm not dumb. I'll talk shit like I'm dumb, but no, but realistically, every 4 to 5 years, I want us to be in the top 12. Get you a senior heavy class. Like when you get some seniors and junior heavy class, you got the right guys, and then it's going to take us another 3 years, 4 years to get back to that point. But we should be going 8-4. We should be going 8-4, and that's who we are. And I'm okay with that. I know who we are because look, once we get in the playoffs,
that's not who y'all are. Y'all not 8-4. Y'all more like 6 and 5 or 6 right
6
now.
and 6. This 12.
Yeah. He's not 8-4. That's not who y'all are. That's not who y'all are now. Hold on now.
No. But that's who we. But that's the expectation. That's what we're trying. That's what we're working to get towards.
Okay. That's what he's saying. He's saying that in Athens, we natties, they 8-4. That's what they expect. Now, whether or not they get there is a different story, but that's what they expect. Now, I don't think they're gonna get there. They ain't gonna get there. I don't think they're gonna get there this year.
Not this year, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the goal. Within 2 to 3 years, that's where we need to be, and then that's where we need to stay. And then every couple years after that, we should be vying for one of those 12 playoff spots. Oh, by the way, hey, Coach, hey, happy birthday, bro.
Hey, appreciate it.
Happy birthday, man.
Hey, big 4-5.
Happy birthday, man.
We appreciate it, man. We living and loving it, man. Hey, but so that's what he said, that if they go 3 to 4 years with Beamer and they don't go 8-4, then it's a problem. See, we at the point. That's why I was saying it's like you say, it's levels to this thing. South Carolina say if they don't go 8-4 under a coach, then it's a problem. At Georgia, if you go 8-4, that's a problem.
So, hey, Isaiah, somebody said in the comments, and I'll give him credit. Yeah, I want a Diet Coke Mark Rick. Give me Diet Coke Mark Rick, and I'm happy with it.
Yeah, Johnson say you're only gonna win 8 games if you land a retired 5-star.
But that be my point. What I'm saying is, y'all in the same conference, you get a piece of the same pie. Why should you have to settle? Why should you have the mindset of settling? That's what I don't understand.
Because why should I have Georgia expectations with Vandy's trophy case?
Facts.
Huh?
He saying why should they expect to win more than 8-4 when they hadn't actually done that though?
No, so what I'm saying, you just compared yourself to Vandy. You saying you like Vandy?
Well,
no, we have Vandy's trophy case
in football.
Listen, man. First of all, Vanderbilt. I think everybody knows Vanderbilt is an outlier.
No, but
their curriculum is totally different than everybody else's curriculum. So when you bring up Vandy, that's just different. You know what I mean?
Justin said more like a tab than a Diet Coke.
Oh no, he ain't taking a tab, nah. I'm at least getting.
I just don't understand how y'all settle.
No, but the thing is though, Isaiah asked me to be realistic. Now, if you want the delusional Jeff to come out, I'll tell you we're gonna go 10-2 next year with our schedule. Is it going to happen? No. But I can promise you this: when I do my season preview, we're going 10-2 because Jeff will be out here.
I was delusional with Arkansas.
He asked me as a college football fan, and taking my fandom of my team out of it, just as a college football fan, I think 8-4 South Carolina with us buying for the 12-team playoff every 4 years is a good expectation for South Carolina football.
And see, me watching the landscape, man, I just feel like there's some schools that should not expect national championship aspirations. They should expect 8-4. And I think that because there's too many obstacles in your way. Like, yeah, Steve Spurrier went down there and won more than South Carolina has ever won. But out of all of that, he only won
one
the
East title.
Time.
And
because
that
there's always something standing in your way. There's always a Georgia. There's always a Florida. There's always a Tennessee. So I feel like that 8-4 expectation, just like on the Arkansas side, there's always going to be a Bama, LSU. And yeah, Auburn look bad now, but back in the day, Auburn used to be good. It's just sometimes you can't expect national championship just because you're getting the same piece of that pie, dog. That don't mean you the same caliber. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm not saying that I'm saying, but you shouldn't settle for it. That's what I'm getting at. Like you have the mindset. I don't understand how you have the mindset. Like, oh yeah, I just want to go 8-4. You know, no.
So Thad, you want us to fire our coach every 4 years? Because then we're never going to get 8-4 anyway. Because we're just going to be in a constant rebuild mode.
Yeah, listen, you fire until you get the guy. Shane Beamer is not the guy. That's what I'm trying to tell. That's what I'm talking about with Marlon not going back to Arkansas. But what I'm getting at it, I understand sometimes you want to get somebody in and stabilize the program. I get that. But all I'm telling you is that can't, once you get somebody stable, that can't be the standard. Your baseline has to continue to rise. You can't be like, I'm happy that, yeah, we got him in and we win in 2 more games a year and it's cool. We get more fans in the stand. No, you have to have a different mentality. That you can't be selling. That's what I'm getting at.
But so
I'm never selling.
Right, and I get that. And so, right, I want to settle. No, but in the end, I have to have realistic expectations. We're 20 years away from being y'all for like
20 years. No, not if you get the right guy. If you get the right guy, you literally could be 2 years away.
Yeah.
I think
y'all were able to get the Davies Clownies. I mean, y'all were able to get the Marcus Lattimores and the Alshon Jeffries, bro. Y'all can get down.
You had the right guy, yeah.
Shane Beamer's doing
Clemson is right up the street from y'all, bro.
I can't even argue with that.
But hey, Clemson doesn't.
It's about having the right head coach. You got to have the right guy. That's what I'm saying. So why would you settle?
Clemson doesn't even recruit the state of South Carolina. We did a better job in the 23 class of locking the state down. We just need the talent to produce once they get on campus. I mean, you're talking about getting a Jadeveon, a Stephon Gilmore, a Marcus Lattimore that might be 3 of the greatest players to play in the state of South Carolina high school-wise that all came into school at the same time. Like, but
the point is they came to South Carolina for a reason. They could have easily went to Clemson.
And I used to live in Greenville, South Carolina, so I know that area very well.
Right, that's what I'm saying. It's the reason why they came to South Carolina. They could have easily went to Clemson. It's a reason why they went to South because they had the man at South Carolina, which was Spurrier.
But Beamer's inclusive. Beamer isn't recruiting. Our recruiting classes are better.
Now, just to play a little devil advocate, that would you say that Mark Stoops is the guy for Kentucky?
To get them where they ultimately need to go,
where they are.
Yeah.
No. He's not going to get them over the edge. No.
So, but
that's what I wanted to know. That's what I wanted to know.
But Dad, so here's my question.
Because his first 5 years, he had losing seasons.
But Isaiah, let me ask this question at that real quick. So you telling me Kentucky's going to fire their all-time winningest head coach and roll the dice on bringing somebody else in where they could fall back into a pumpkin and go back to being 4-8 every year? No way you do that.
I'm going to tell you what. Kirby Smart wasn't Kirby Smart until he got hired.
But they rolled the dice on a Georgia guy, and they rolled it. But everybody knew that Mark Richt couldn't get over the hump, and y'all had national championship aspirations because y'all were on the cusp of it every year.
So listen, I just answered your question. Mark Stoops can't get over the hump.
Mark Stoops is Kentucky's Mark Richt.
So you need to now that your program is rolling, you putting in the resources. If he can't get the job done here in the next year or two, you need to be looking to replace him. And so, but here's my point. The point that I'm making to you is when you replace him, but when you replace him, what I'm saying is it has to be an upgrade. You got to go spend the money and upgrade the coaching position. You can't just go hire anybody. It got to be an upgrade.
No, I feel you on that though, Thad. But the problem is, does you think that realistic Kentucky fans have the same aspirations as Georgia fans, even when y'all are going 10-2 every year? Because I'm telling you, they don't. Kentucky's a basketball school. They enjoy what they're getting out of football, but it's what they're getting out of football. Kentucky's gonna keep being 9-3 every year and be totally fine with it. I don't think Kentucky rolls the dice to go try to win it.
Trust me, their appetite has changed. That's why we have this conversation. Kentucky
that's why
we having the conversation. Yeah, that's why we having the conversation. They've been relevant.
Mark Stoops has won 10 games 2 out of the last 3 years, and I think now they tasting it and they like, well, okay, what's on the other side of that 10 wins though? Like, because not for nothing, until Mark Richt came, we was an 8-9 win team, and then Mark Richt said, "No, we can be 9-10, fight for the SEC," and then we was cool with that in the beginning. But after 10 straight years of that, 11 straight, then we like, all right, Mark Richt, like, what's the next thing? You always want more. Like, like Spurrier came in and showed South Carolina y'all can compete for the SEC championship. When y'all left Spurrier, y'all should have hired somebody. Once he decided he didn't want to coach no more, y'all gotta empty the bank account to go get somebody that might be better than Spurrier, because he showed y'all can win 10 games every year. And it got to be an upgrade from there. I think Charlotte just saying, why not set your sights on a natty?
But here's the thing. Why would an upgrade come to South Carolina where they have to compete in that conference versus other places that can spend the same amount of money, if not more money, and they have an easier road to get there?
Listen, Chip Kelly just did it. He left Notre Dame where he basically could have been a playoff perennial. He just know he couldn't win the whole thing. He had to come where he had better resources to get the better players.
All right, so look, Wallace got a different take on it. I want us to talk about. He said he disagreed. He said Kirby was already Kirby with Bama because he was just waiting on his chance to get it to UGA. I don't know about that, Wallace. I think he was a great DC at Alabama.
Right.
I'm gonna be honest. I was one, and until 2017, and we beat Tennessee 41-0, the jury was still out in the Fowler household for Kirby, because 2016 didn't look that great. You know, I didn't know. I knew he was a great defensive coordinator. I didn't know, like Thad said, he still wasn't Kirby until he was Kirby. And I felt like 41-0 in Neyland Stadium, he became Kirby. But some people say they knew Kirby was going to be good. But I don't think just because you're a good coordinator that you know that they like Brent Venables. I would argue that before he became Oklahoma head coach, Brent Venables might have been the best defensive coordinator in the nation. Now it's like, is he a good head coach? I don't know. The jury's still out. So what y'all think about that? Like, he say Kirby was Kirby at Bama.
No, Kirby didn't turn Kirby until he started getting top 3 recruiting classes in a consistent basis. Yeah. That's what happened with Kirby. He's always been a good coach. We're not saying he's not been because if you look at his first couple of seasons, Kirby really had some issues with coaching decisions because he was a new head coach.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell people all the time, I had never seen a team where a head coach uses all the timeouts on defense. I had never seen that before. I'm like, what are we doing? Like, he would spend all the timeouts on defense because he was so controlled. He had so much control over everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I agree.
That's how Nick Saban run his teams, though, right?
Yeah, but I'm saying Kirby had to learn how to give up a little control. He had to let Monken. I'm saying he had to learn how to. He had to learn how to delegate more. When he first got here, it was just whatever he did worked. But I'm just saying he didn't come Kirby until he had the opportunity to coach and get that experience. I'm just saying you don't never know what another guy you bring in is going to do until he gets that opportunity. You
Yeah,
can't be scared to fire Mark Richt. Everybody ain't going to be like Tennessee. You fired Philip Form and you don't get a coach for the next 15, 20 years.
But to that point, that I think that's what people be scared of. They scared if they fire their coach that's going 8 to 10 wins, like a Gundy at Oklahoma State. They feel like, okay, we watched Tennessee fire Philip Fulmer, then they went 20 straight years almost of just hiring dudes to win 7, 8 games, and I don't know if we want to do that. I think that's what.
Coach, let me ask you that, Coach. Oregon and Michigan State, not even talking about how good they doing. They went out and paid money for top assistants that were hot. Yeah. And they both are relevant right now.
That's facts. That's facts.
Because they paid the money. I'm saying you got to go spend the money.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Oregon, Chip Kelly took Oregon to the place where they showed they could be national relevant. And since then, they not settling, like you said, they're not selling for nobody. They paid Cristobal. Cristobal came in there and was winning the Pac-12. And when he decided to leave, they paid Dan Lennon a hefty bit. You know what I'm saying? That he ain't getting 10, but he getting a good bit, you know what I'm saying? Considering, like you said, he was hot. You know what I'm saying? Wallace say, but Kirby knew that we had to get big on both sides of the ball. He did say that in like his first press conference. Like he showed signs, you know what I'm saying? He definitely showed signs, but like that say, we didn't really get great until Kirby started learning how to manage everybody because he was trying to control everything. And this first year, like there was some timeout situations. I was like, I don't know what Kirby doing. And even with our first OC, Jim Chaney, that wasn't a great choice. I don't know how much Kirby was in that room, and I don't feel like Jim Chaney was the guy, even though we went to the championship in 2017. I felt like once we got like this year, I feel like the Kirby really was like, all right, Todd, I'll pay you all this money to score points. Score points, dog. I don't want nothing to do with it. I feel like that's why we saw such a change in our offense. I mean, we've been had the personnel. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you, do y'all think
Todd
has enough control?
What? Say that again, Marlon?
Do y'all think that Sam Pittman has enough control of his team? Or do you think that he doesn't have enough control to the point that it's his fatal flaw?
He ain't hands-on enough.
I don't know if it's because Shawty said it last Saturday, man, but it's something kind of sticking with me.
He ain't that dog. He ain't no dog.
I was watching it today, man. I don't know if Sam Pittman got that dog in him, dog.
I don't seen the OC call some bullshit ass play and Sam Pittman just walk by and look at him.
Yep.
Like I don't see that on the sideline myself. The offensive coordinator call a bullshit ass play and he'll just kind of walk by him.
Yeah. I thought that real talk in the middle of the game today, I was like, damn, Shawty might have been right, but I don't know if people got that dog.
He ain't got no dog in him, folks. It ain't no knock on him. It's just a carrot. You're not gonna win in the SEC if you're not a dog. It's almost like if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
All right, so Wallace say, yeah, I agree with y'all, but Kirby knew that we had to get away from the heavy run game. Hey, I don't know if Kirby wanted to get away from a head game. I think he might have agreed, but I think Kirby loved physicality. Let me tell you that. If Kirby could win with 3 yards in the cloud of this, I think he would. But I think he finally did see. We definitely had to get. I mean, I think it's kind of half and half. I think he was forced to kind of like let that go. I think he did that when he brought Todd Monken in the first place. And I think Todd Monken the first year in the COVID, we just didn't have that, like the personnel that he really wanted to do that thing. He was just not getting to know Stetson. He didn't really know Stetson. He didn't really know JT. He was getting to know it, so he stuck with the heavy run game. Last year, we kind of seen it a little bit, and then this year, he kind of opened it up. But back to Arkansas, like I saw it today, and I said, I was just thinking, is that because Shawty said it and I'm just thinking about it? Or like I was like, Pittman got to do something.
Just bring it to light, folks. He's a nice guy. He's a good guy.
But that's the thing that I said like last week too. They don't have that kill switch. You know what I'm saying? And that's because
you did.
Pittman doesn't have a kill switch. You know what I'm saying?
And it started from the top.
Listen, there you go. It started from the top. Think about it, folks. Just think about it. Our head coach is a defensive guy. Guess how we recruit?
Defensively.
We are known for our defense. We recruit defense and offensive linemen. That's how we recruit. Everything else we can fill in the gaps.
Yeah.
That's how we recruit. We're gonna get dogs on the defense. We're gonna get offensive linemen. We'll fill in a receiver. We'll fill in the quarterback. We'll fill that shit in.
And to the point, Sam Pittman got the offensive line humming at Arkansas, but outside the offensive line, it's kind of like
everything else.
Because he ain't never had to deal with everything else. You know what I'm saying? Now he got to deal with everything else. Offensive lineman, he know how to teach them how to be killers, but he don't know how to teach that DB to be a killer. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what he hired Barry Odom for. And I mean, Barry Odom got good aces and O's, but I don't know if Barry Odom a killer because he was good at Missouri, but he wasn't no killer at Missouri. And Kirby always been. Listen, this is not to bring this up, but I remember one time when Alabama beat us in the SEC championship. Kirby stuck birds up at the Georgia fans. Like, Kirby's a competitor, dog. He's a straight dog. Like, he don't care what jersey, as long as you ain't got his jersey on, he don't care nothing about you. And that's always been evident. And I don't know if that's ever been evident with anybody on the Arkansas staff. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that 100%. And I feel like that's why I feel like that's what's missing with our team. Like, that's why we didn't have no effort today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like something is missing on our team. And I feel like that kill switch and that dog is it.
Like, I can sum up Kirby in one game. So last when we played South Carolina, Shane Beamer faked the punt, got the punt. Next time they went for it on 4th and 9, we stopped him. He looked at Shane Beamer. He said, "First down, motherfucker."
Wow.
You know what I'm talking about?
They do him like that.
I'm trying to tell you. I'm
Kirby different, dog.
I'm not. Listen, that's what I be trying to say. You might think I am an asshole, but we just talking sports, man. And trust me, man, I just be as honest as I can be. I'm not taking no shots. Trust me. That's why I be asking the question. That's why I asked the question: do you think he the guy? Because I'm trying to tell you, he ain't.
And Wallace said Arkansas is doing the same way we was doing the heavy run game in the first 2 years. That's true, and they got a good running back, man. But the difference is Kirby was a defensive guy, so we was leaning heavy on the run on offense, but we was able to stop people on defense. Outside of the first year, we've been top 10 in defense under Kirby every year. So if you ain't got that top 10 defense, you can't salt the game away with that run game. I mean, you can. But you still got to stop somebody though, and Arkansas is having trouble stopping people.
Yep, we can't stop nobody.
Yeah, I don't know how you fix that.
Fundamental flaws. They got fundamental flaws. That's what I'm saying. They got fundamental flaws. Like Sam Pittman he need to bring somebody else in. They need to run a different defense. You don't have the personnel for that defense.
One thing I said about Dan Lannon had that same little mental that Kirby got. Like, Dan Lannon about killing you. Like, he about putting that pressure. And that's Barry Odom's a good X's and O's guy, but I don't know how much killer he got in him though.
So let me give you this example.
But that's what Wallace agreed with. Wallace agreed with you, Shorty. He said they had to change that defense to Arkansas. Right?
Yeah. Guess who would be a good hire for Arkansas as a DC?
Will Muschamp.
Well, him, but the guy at the guy who's up there at Oklahoma, Derek Mason.
Oh yeah. Derek know his defense now.
I'm saying he'll be a good hire for Arkansas.
Yeah. And when he was a head coach at Vandy, he had that kill mentality. He just had the Jimmys and Joes to carry it out.
And see, that's where he'll be able to get at. That's what I think about Arkansas. Arkansas can get the players. That's what I'm saying. They can get the players. That's why I'm so tripping out on settling. Because they don't have to settle. They just got to get the right people in place. Like Sam Pittman need to go get a Derek Mason as a defensive coordinator. He need to go get somebody else as an offense. Like, he need to build his staff up. He ain't really the problem. But if he build up his staff, he can hide his weaknesses as a head coach.
He said, that's what Shawty's saying. So that's my dog, B. Shaw. Shawty's saying Arkansas do have the resources, dog, that they can get them kind of coaches. They do. They got Jerry Jones backing them. They got resources now.
Yeah, we got money. Arkansas
got money.
That ain't the problem.
Got money now. They got that.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you shouldn't be selling. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. Why sell?
Then you got Walmart. Y'all gotta understand. Walmart is in Northwest Arkansas.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody
It's
knows
in
Arkansas. I mean,
Fayetteville.
Walmart is an Arkansas alum. Then we got Tyson. Like, money ain't the problem in Arkansas.
That's to Shawty's point. He said the money is there, which means in turn the resources be there. So if you got money and resources, you should be able to get the players, the coaches, everything. Like honestly, you shouldn't be at the point that you are. You should be more like LSU, like or better.
So you know what I would do as an example? If I'm Arkansas, if I'm Sam Pittman, I'm gonna go try to hire like. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna just give you an idea, an example. I'm gonna go try to hire somebody like Ken Dorsey from Buffalo, offensive coordinator, and make him an associate head coach too, and give him a shitload of money. That's the kind of move you gotta make. Go hire the guy that was at LSU who went to Carolina a year or two ago.
You talking about the guy? Yeah. You talking about the offensive coordinator? Joe Brady.
Yeah, and give him another title like associate head coach and some more money. That's the kind of move, that's the kind of play you got to make when you got those kind of resources. You can't be playing around and just going to hire people.
Yeah. So just a score update: Oregon 10, Stanford 3. Oregon they thought they scored, but the guy was out of bounds. So
and look, Cole, get what? I'm gonna do this right here. If I'm Sam Pittman, I'm finna come and try to hire Mike Bobo.
I would.
You see what I'm saying? Them the kind of moves you got to make.
You can't try to hire Bobo. But to your point, Shawty, I don't think this is crazy. I don't even think Pittman killer enough to go try to get somebody from Kirby's staff because he respect Kirby. Like you said, he ain't got that dog in him.
He ain't no dog.
Like Kirby, I'm gonna tell you how much I knew. I did know that Kirby was a dog when he took Scott, what's his name, from the weight.
The strength condition from Alabama, yeah.
I was like,
for some more money and gave him another title. Cause that guy, he always wanted to be a coach anyway. You know that, right? He always wanted to be a coach, and Kirby let him coach.
When Kirby did that, I was like, woo! I was like, Kirby nasty with it. I'm like, Kirby taking this dude to get them right physically. He been like almost outside of Nick Saban and Kirby. He was like the third face of Alabama.
Yeah, more consistent thing.
Yeah. That was even if he turned out not to be. B. Shaw said it's war, baby. But
yeah, Cole, he did exactly what I was talking about doing. He went and got that guy, gave him some more money, and gave him more titles and responsibility. He let him. That's what you got to do. I just said that you got to go. You got to do that.
Because at the end of the day, he knew he was a great recruiter. He was great for the program, and if nothing else, it meant that Bama didn't have him.
that part.
You know what I'm saying? Like B. Shaw says, war out here, and that's what you got to think of as with NIL transfer portal, especially in these days. As a coach, man, you got to be, and that's Kirby. Like Kirby, really, like if y'all been paying attention to his press conference, Kirby really not even like feeling none of that old good sportsmanship stuff no more. Like after Oregon, he said, Dan know we got better players. He knew. He might not say it. He know we got better players. Like Kirby ain't even holding it back no more. He just like, it is what it is. It's war out here, and we trying to be the guy at the front of the line on the war.
And Kirby would tell you, man, look at man, like I've been saying, folks, we got better players. I hate to say it, we just got better players. And when I say better players, I ain't talking about 1 through 22. I'm talking about 1 through about 40.
Yeah.
That's what separates y'all and Alabama from everybody else.
Exactly.
But and to that point, he's saying y'all could be there though because y'all got the resources.
We could. I'm just trying to figure out if not Sam Pittman, who? You know what I'm saying? Like that's my.
You can't let that scare you. I just gave you the formula. You got to go out there and pay somebody. You got to go snatch somebody.
And get somebody that recruit, like Wallace just said. Wallace said, and that's what Kirby's doing, bringing in coaches that recruit. That's why I was telling y'all the last show.
So let me ask you this.
People was asking about some of the low name coaches Kirby was bringing in. Kirby said, man, Kirby don't care nothing about what you can do on the field. He got that hammer. He needs you to bring in Jimmy's and Joe's. And if you can't bring in the Jimmy's and Joe's, that's what Pittman, like y'all doing decent in recruiting, but y'all can do better with the resources. That's kind of what I think that's what's trying to get in there. Y'all why
not go throw some money at Eric Bieniemy?
Ooh, you talking crazy, boy. You talking.
I'm just saying, yeah, that's what you gotta do. Why not? He ain't never been no head coach. He a great offensive coordinator. I know he might want to coach in the NFL. That's cool. But let me go throw some money at you because you might need to come down here and show you can win, then go back and be a head. See what I'm saying? But go throw some money at him.
Hey,
that's why I'm interested to see what's gonna happen when these coordinators leave. Who else we gonna go get? I feel
I'm throwing names out. I'm throwing names at you. You know what I'm saying? Why not go try to get Eric Bieniemy?
I ain't in that inner circle to go whisper in no ears. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get
B-Shaw said that Jerry Jones money. That's what we be talking about, being that Jerry Jones money. Y'all limitless. Let me tell you, y'all might have more resources than we got.
Hey, really? We might, for real.
Hey, we just choose to use it for the good of the football program. You know what I'm saying? So
listen,
y'all,
if Illinois can go get Lovie Smith, why y'all can't go get Eric Bieniemy?
And he may only stay for 3 years, but guess what that'll do for y'all in 3 years? Like if Bieniemy can be super successful in 3 years, not everybody trying to jump at that Arkansas job. Like if Kirby decided to retire in 3 years, you know how many coaches that want the Georgia job? You know what I'm saying? It's like them boys would be like, they got all the talent, they got all the resources. Give me a stab at it.
Yep.
And then honestly, somebody like a Bieniemy could do that.
I mean, I don't think Kendall Brown's gonna be here next year, honestly.
You think he's gonna get a job somewhere?
Man,
that's your OC.
Yeah,
that's the OC. My only concern with that is all the players that we've recruited on offense, like a Malachi Singleton and all those young boys.
Yeah,
they probably go with him. You know what I'm saying? The concern.
Could be.
Depending on who you bring in, that's kind of my whole point.
Yeah, see, sometimes they hold out a little bit to see who the next coach gonna be. Like when we lost Dan Lanning, I don't think kids was really worried about it because they like Kirby and Muschamp still there. You know what I'm saying? It's like we didn't really lose. The only recruit we lost was a running back, and I mean he just kind of wanted to start, and he knew he wasn't gonna do that at Athens. So B-Shaw say Browns got that Baylor stuff lingering over him. That could be. I can see that.
Oh, now you can't do that. Now you can't go that route. Now. hey, that man got relief from an HBCU. Man, you can't go that route. Now. You know, Browns, I don't know about that one. That's a stretch.
Hey,
right there.
Wallace say it's gonna be hard to get an NFL coach unless they fired to be an OC and recruiter. Hey,
hold on.
Dad say money talk, and y'all know the rest.
Money does talk.
Money talk. Hey man, my phone about to die, man. I appreciate y'all hopping on, man. Your boy about to go have some whatever the name of Kevin Hart tequila Grand Coromino.
You ain't popped the bottle yet.
I've been drinking on Ciroc beer tonight, but I'm about to go pop the bottle on that since it's the birthday, man, and have me a couple of drinks. I'm be 2 sheets to the wind here in a minute.
Well, I'll jump back on with y'all next week, man. Y'all enjoy y'all night, man. Happy birthday, Coach.
Hey, man, you get home safe, man.
I'm at the house now. I'm in the bed, man. I'm laying.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
All right, hey, next
get some ice for them lumps, man.
I got you.
Next week, 10 o'clock Eastern time, we back at it, baby. Hey, for Thad, for Marlon, and the stat guy whose phone died on us, Coach out of Fan Edit, man. We out of here.
All right, y'all.